It's that time again. It's Spidey's Outback time. Roll the intro.
Time out. We're going old school. It's
fucking Remy's place.
Making your way into LCS takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries, watching YouTube a lot. Saturday at Remy's place. Sometimes you wanna go hang out and banter at Remy's place. Come in and jump on lives today. You wanna be where you can see our grails are all the same. You wanna banter at Remy's place. You wanna go where people know we don't all collect the same. You wanna go hang out at Remy's place.
What's going on, everybody? Jeremy back again with Remy Q Studios. I'm not in my studio, and I am taking over Spidey'S Outback. Again, old school. Time out. We're going old school. It's
fucking Remy's place.
We do have somebody backstage. What's going on, bud? How you doing?
What's up, Remy?
How you doing? I sent the invite out, and I saw your message there. I was like, I hope he didn't message Spidey.
I did.
That's all right. That's all right.
I didn't know.
That's all
I
right.
was like, Spidey's Outback.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
I think this is the first time we've met each other formally.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Dude, it's Saturday night. I don't work till 2 o'clock tomorrow. It's all good, man.
There you go. That's what's up. Yeah, Spidey has.
But I've been subbed to you for a little while now. I'm pretty sure.
I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Spidey's out celebrating Beck's birthday tonight, so I told him I was going to take over. I asked him if there was any restrictions. He said, just don't get him banned. No red flags. The huge. Yeah.
No fun.
Yeah, I know. You know what though? Look, I did. I have equipped several things here. We've got an advisory warning here.
Viewer discretion.
So everybody saw it. There you go. What's going on, Eli? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Perry, what's up? Beckerman, what is up? Los Crucius, how you doing? Aggressively. Yeah. You know, it's yeah. Let's see. It's not. He will continue to meet you for the first time. That's all right.
No, I don't know if you know that joke, but I've been on Bleak's stream, and every time for the last few times I said, "Oh, Beckerman's finally get to meet you." He's like, "Dude, I met you last week and the week before," and I always forget.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, if anybody else wants to join, again, I have hit up several chats with the link, or you can.
I may have to jump out in a
Instagram.
few minutes, but I'm going to be on the panel for a while. I just may have to go do something in a minute.
Yeah. No, you're good.
God,
Again,
I hate this phone stand. I hate my phone stand so much.
Yeah, we keep it pretty loose, especially for a classic Remy's place. So yeah, you don't need to worry about that. I'm sure we'll have some folks kind of floating in and out. I don't know how long we'll go. We'll see. But again, so you had fun at Heroes?
Yeah, I went for a day. I live in Charlotte. Yeah, I got a lot accomplished in one day. I wasn't expecting to go in the con, but yeah. But next year, I don't know if you know him, Paul in the 619.
Mm-hmm.
Paul, yeah. So I'm on his show every Tuesday, and I've gotten to know Paul the last 2 years. He's like, "Hey, Boggs, I know you live in Charlotte, but I don't care. I'm buying your ticket to Heroes Con for all 3 days next year."
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. That's one.
So
nice thing
yeah,
about Heroes.
I only live 30 minutes from the convention. I got a lot of stuff, which is cool. I got a lot of autographs, which is cool, but I think I'm gonna make a video soon, like a really early soonish video. I know it's Heroes just ended, but like my goals for next Heroes, like I want to get artwork. I want to buy actual comics. I want to get more autographs.
What's up, Loowee? How you doing?
Loowee. But that's what I want to get next year. This year I just got autographs. But no, I did get to meet Loowee. I did get to meet a lot of cool people.
Yeah, Louie's amazing. Louie is amazing. Regardless of what Tyler will say on In the Mix, Louie is fantastic. Yeah, for those of you who have just joined, time out. We're going old school. It's
Fucking Remy's place.
yeah, just so there's no confusion. This is Remy's place. It's Remy's place. Where, in fact, I'm going to take the warning down. We're going to put the bar back up. And again, hit me up if you want the invite. And I will definitely get you in here. I was told not to put it public, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe we'll invite some strangers on.
Yeah, I was making sure I followed you on Instagram and YouTube, and I do think.
What's up, Kenneth? How you doing?
Birdman.
Yeah, Louie, I had to dig out the old intro, my friend. I appreciate that for sure.
Dude, Loowee made me laugh. It was my first time meeting everybody. And dude, Loowee comes out with, I don't know if you saw his pictures, the cardboard cutout, and it's the cardboard thing. Dude, I was like, Loowee, I don't know if you know who I am, but I'm Vlogs. And I'm like, dude, by the way, I love the video how you and Cliff were like messing with people.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, Louie's funny, dude. Louie's a great dude.
Louie's the best. And I think we all got a special treat when he came out with this one. He made sure he brought this one with him.
Dude, he brought that to Heroes Con. Yeah, it was so cool to see that.
Yeah, I was really excited about that.
I was like, dang, dude, you lugged that all the way here? Yeah, last Christmas.
I mean, is there a Ranger convention going on here? Is this a big Power Ranger thing? What's up?
I have no idea.
No
idea.
McDonald's years ago to get an autograph from the White Ranger and give it to a younger cousin of mine, and that was the worst. Mr. Rob Fatstacks, how you doing, sir?
You're not Simon.
I know. In
You're
case you
not.
missed time out, we're going old school. It's
Fucking Remy's place.
yes,
Dude, it's awesome
Yes.
because Remy, Rob played so many of your clips on his show today. It was
I know. I caught maybe 25 minutes, the last 25 minutes or so. So
After that, you were spent.
dude,
I know,
Rob,
I know,
that
I know.
show. Oh my god, Doc showed some grails.
He has shown some bangers before, but that was a show beyond shows. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. The best, I believe, was the that kind of pause after. I don't want to mention the book, but that pause where Chris was like, "There's more." It's like-
Right. It's like,
because I could tell in his voice. You know what I mean? Like and I forget what he said. He did indicate there were more books that were coming.
yeah,
But there was that
like, what else could you possibly show?
exactly
Like, oh,
exactly.
well,
It's like
how about this?
right
All
to
right,
the
well.
edge of the cliff, and you like peeked over a little bit, and he's like, "No, we got a little bit further. We got to go."
Dude,
What's up,
those
Mr.
Batman
J.
books,
Links?
I was like, "Ugh."
Yeah, that was just like, excuse me while I whip this out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Boom.
yeah, that was definitely
That was a great show, though.
definitely amazing. And
You know what's funny is I don't
Remy
even own my first slab yet, but I do want to get a Detective Comics for sure because I'm a Batman fan.
I
Definitely gonna
advise
get one.
against starting with Deck 27. That's a big, tall order to.
Oh yeah, easily. It's way too tall of an order for me.
It's too tall of an order for most people.
Oh man, I'm still upset that DJ picked up the AF-15. He's got the footage, and he passes me on the escalator and kind of like gives me the high five. I had no clue that's where he was headed to.
I
And,
never saw it.
Until I saw the footage later. I was like, "That's what you were doing."
I shared a booth. I shared a booth with the guy. I never saw it.
Well, you know what? I did like the footage when he went back to the booth. He kind of shows everybody. It was like showing them you're like your newborn. You know,
I was in the booth next door because I can see myself in the footage looking through some tales of suspense in a box, and he's showing off the AF-15. Doesn't want to say, "Hey, Rob, come check this out." No.
Dude, that booth across from you guys was pretty cool too. The woman who did that art.
The gaming stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, y'all had a good spot for sure. Yeah, that was a good spot. And it was a nice it was nicely like centrally located. So it was always one of those like, oh well, let's meet at C3.
Right, exactly.
It was an easy thing to be like, all right, if we're all gonna scatter, we can meet at C3, and then boom, you're right there.
Bingo, exactly.
Relatively near the entrance, and
yeah, that's what I mean. It
was
wasn't too far. It wasn't right there though. You know what I mean? Because I always think that I don't know. I feel like the ones that are right at the entrance,
you just walk right by them.
You walk right past. Yeah, it's almost like they get ignored. Yeah,
and then you don't go back there until you're leaving.
Well, and that's the thing. So, like to the left of the door, they had that T-shirt thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was there until Sunday. I was like, "Oh, that T-shirt thing here!" Like, you just pass by because you're like you're going, you're off. Yeah,
you're on a mission. I know where I'm going. I'm heading out here.
Yeah. What is going on, Izzy? How you doing?
Izzy!
Hey, what's up, guys?
I can't wait. I'm getting a sketch from Izzy soon.
You already got... Yeah, there you go. That's some good stuff.
What were you thinking about my sketch, Izzy? You better not have lost it.
Oh yeah, I lost it in the mail.
Oh great, thanks, Izzy.
Is somebody dying in the back seat? What is up with this?
Oh, that's the reverse,
man.
The reverse alarm. You know when you put your car in reverse and there's like a car behind you? That's that beeping sound.
Remy, you know what? One of my favorite moments. Remy, one of my favorite moments of Heroes, besides meeting everybody in the after party, is after the show on day one, because I only went for one day. I'm walking with Izzy and Cuppy, Will Cup, and we go to a bar and we're just talking before the beer garden, and man, like hanging out with those two, and like I said, hanging out with everyone was great, but hanging out with those two and those two like talking to me and like motivating me and like getting to know me better like makes me smile, because I was a card guy originally, sports cards, and I kind of am still, but I just recently got into comics. But like everyone and those two and everyone else have like welcomed me so much into this community.
Oh, that's sweet. I was trying to get rid of you, really, but it didn't happen.
No, I know you were.
I'm kidding, of course.
No, it's funny because Marcus got the perfect clip.
Or Izzy.
Marcus got the perfect clip of us where you're like, I told you you'd get in the gun.
Yeah. I told you we were gonna get you. You got yourself in, so that was cool. We were gonna get you in somehow, though. I always find the way in.
Did y'all sneak him in?
No, he put a ticket on his own.
Oh, okay, all right.
So, and it wasn't going to be
a distraction at the entrance there or something. If you guys were little Ocean 11, and he snuck around the back or something.
Well, I'll be honest. Their security wasn't as tight as you would think.
It never is. No.
We knew that. Here, carry this box and walk right in. Okay.
I remember going to C3. I mean, not C3, C2E2, and it was like bag checks and metal detectors and security, and then you get here and it's like, you're good. Just come on in.
Yeah, you're good.
Don't worry about it. Just like I left my badge inside. Oh, you did? Okay, no problem.
That's what I mean. It's like,
dude,
it's like
I could have easily walked in without a pass. I would have been
it's like cosplay thing. They have a small table and it just says like, cosplay weapons check.
That's it.
And that's it. Yeah. And
if you got regular, you can have regular weapons. Just walk right in, no problem. But if you have a cosplay weapon, come have it checked voluntarily.
I'm wondering, what if you go like via Weston Bridge and come across? Because I don't know. I mean, do they?
There was nothing.
That's what I mean. They don't check anything.
So because I did come across there one day, and there was absolutely nothing until you got down the stairs to the wrist check while you were walking down the escalator.
Yeah, so that was the way that we would go. But I mean, as far as like cosplay weapons, I feel like
there's
you
nothing.
could just walk across.
You would have to continue to walk all the way down.
Yeah,
To get, because again, it was all just volunteer. You could have nobody was stopping you to check stuff, unless who knows, maybe the person at the turnstile was supposed to be looking to validate that the weapons check had been done and would send you back. I have been to cons where that happens, but those guys didn't look like they were barely looking for wristbands, let alone anything else. So
no. And the whole wristband thing is like, well, this guy had this guy had that, this guy has a badge, this guy has a wristband.
Well, everybody has to have a wristband.
Oh,
the badges,
it was over the place.
So the badges were not supposed to, or not valid for getting in, and they're just there as extra things. I think they give out the VIPs and because we were as exhibitors, they only wanted to give us like 2 badges, even though like the booth came with 3 spots and we had extra passes. They wanted to restrict how many badges we got, and I was like, "Oh, I got this. I brought my own lanyard, man. It needs a badge." And like the guy finally goes, "Fine, here, take a 3rd one." You know, it was like really trying to ration them like there, but they didn't give you anything to get in. The only thing it was it had the schedule on it for me, so I knew what time the doors were opening for the public, what time they were opening for us. Beyond that, everything's off your wrist.
I saw that too.
Yeah, I think we were able.
Well, even so, there. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
So in other conventions, specifically, I like to think New York, and I'm assuming San Diego's the same way. The badge is your entry point, right? So it has it has I know Fan Expo does it too. It has a scanner inside somehow, like a, and then you click on that, and that lets you in.
Some of them have RFID, and some of them have other code scanners. This con doesn't do that because it's not a big con. Those things cost more money.
Well, I think it is a big con, to be honest.
But it's still it's independent. It's not like Fan Expo or some of these other things where they're run off by a conglomerate that. Yeah,
to that point, yes, I agree. But I think Heroes Con is big enough.
Oh yeah,
for it to have that kind of security
if they want. But
it's also pretty manageable too, though, with the crowd. Like I don't feel like it's like
I think
I agree.
I think at the end of the day, I was saying at the end of the day, I think the few dollars they make off of a few lost passes that people like manage to sneak in or whatever isn't their concern.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think people getting in is a concern to them either, because like I said, the amount of press pass, like there wasn't a rigorous way of getting a press pass, So in some conventions, there's some conventions they require you to give them a whole bunch of information to get approval for a press pass. And in this one, I remember getting my press pass in the sense of when I was in Big Apple here, one of the reps from Heroes Con Heroes Con, the convention itself, they get a booth here in Big Apple. So I went to see her, and she was like, "Don't worry, you're in. Just send me an email." So it's like, okay, the vetting's a little loose, which is cool.
It depends on what so this was obviously a topic that CJ was talking about the other night, and I've talked to a couple other people about. Some people complain about it, some people have been fine with it. The reality of the situation is depends upon what the convention wants to, what kind of media and presence they want to have. If they want to have it really locked and formalized and everything, then great. They're going to do a harder threshold to cross, and they're going to be more rigorous on what they check. If the con wants just a lot of promotion, like right now, I don't know about you, but if I go through YouTube, there's smattering of Heroes Con after Heroes Con after Heroes Con after Heroes Con halls and tours and walkthroughs and all these things, and that's all amazing press for them for getting it out. Grassroots more style, and if that's still the type of con that they're trying to convey themselves as a more down to earth, not one of these super formalized, then that may be the reason they go that way.
Izzy,
Yeah,
weren't
and I
you
actually
just
like
at,
that. Say what?
Izzy, weren't you just at a con?
Today, yes. Today I was in Garden State Comic Fest, which was so much fun. So, but I'm exhausted now. I'm picking up the misses. But and you know that's a local Comic Con. You know what I mean? It's not. It's a. I would say it's a medium-sized Comic Con. You know, it's not a small. You know, not a small like comic swap type of thing where it's just a handful of vendors. Now this is a pretty big spot, and it's a 2-day event. I only went for today because that's really all you need to do for this kind of event. And you know, again, there's a vetting process. You know, I get my press passes. You know, but again, I know the guy, you know, who runs the show, and he's like, "What do you need?" And I say, "I need me, and I need a second one for my camera person, so I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff, right?" And then there's other shows that are extremely tight with what they want. New York Comic Con happens to be one of them, of course, where you got to show them what your work, what you're going to be working on, and then it's not even a free pass either. It's like it's a pro pass showing that you're a professional, and you still got to pay, you know. But there is a press pass, but the press pass is the level that you need for a press pass is even more higher. So it's, you know, they have an influencer pass now, but you have to have like 10,000 subscribers or something like that now. So you have to like really show your level of influence, I guess. Which fine, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do, and it's their prerogative, right? But even so, it's like I think for what Heroes was able to do, in what the amount of promotion that they got from just this con with everybody throwing in their hauls and then some. Why wouldn't you want that? You get my point? So
New York is overrated anyway.
New York is overrated. And from what I'm hearing, so is San Diego.
Yeah.
If you want to get comics, sure. If you're there because you want to know, you want the panels or other stuff, then it's a different ball of wax, right? It's all about what you're into. I'm into comics, so when I go to Fan Expo San Francisco or something, which is a 3-day event, I'm done in half a day because there's only 7 comic book vendors, you know. So it's
so crowded you can't even like get in your boots. It's just ridiculous. It's
yeah.
What's up, Rich? What's up, Izzy?
Yeah. It's like I haven't seen you in like forever, bro.
Yeah, man, it's been forever, man.
But the one thing
he's going through a tunnel.
I'm going through the bottom of a bridge. So the coolest thing I do like about New York is that you get the announcements. I think that's what I like.
I get those on the internet.
What was that?
I get those on the internet just fine.
And the artists, when you want to get like signatures and you want to meet them, they're only there certain times of the day. So
yeah, they're only there.
You're like,
but I like the big announcements, what the plans are. You know, then you get there's like a meet and greet type of environment. You know, it's more about the panels than anything. You know, a few years ago they debuted the Ghostbuster movie there. So you know there are some perks to New York that are nice. And again, it's a pop culture convention rather than your traditional Comic Con.
But I'm with Mark. I don't care. I can read about it 2 hours later on the news. Somebody news as everybody fights to get everybody fights to break the news first. I'll see it probably while it's going on. Actually.
Oh yeah, and in San Diego's the same thing, right? You go there because you want to see what's the footage of the next MCU movie. Yeah. Meanwhile, a half hour later, they drop it on YouTube.
Yeah, right. I don't go there because I'm not going to do that effort to see that.
Yeah. I just know that my sister went to San Diego Comic-Con and she came back and said, never again. That was like the most insane thing I ever did in my life. I'll never do that again. And I said, all right, cool. Then I'll never go.
Yeah. I'll do it. I will eventually do it. It's in my bucket list of things I want to do. So
You could try it at least once. At least once. It would be
Besides,
a
you know what? You know what? With San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con have in common?
Crowded.
No,
Yeah.
they don't have Mark.
they don't have comics.
They don't have Mark.
So if Mark's not there, why should I be there, right?
But you know what I did get? Ice cream.
Ice cream.
You got ice cream?
I
got
I'd
ice
go for
cream.
ice
Pretzel.
cream any day of the week.
Smelly pretzel.
I
from
got
the
ice
street.
cream today.
I got egg rolls.
We found the place, Mark.
He's on the phone.
He's on the phone. Yeah.
That's why he didn't chime in when I was giving him praises for being the reason to go to Heroes Con.
What I like about New York is 3,000 miles away.
I'm actually going to Long. I
Terrificon.
think I'm going to Long Island at the end of September. I'm planning.
Sorry, I was on the phone. What'd you say?
I heard Terrificon.
He
We're
said he got ice cream. Izzy said he
I
got
got
ice
ice
cream.
cream.
Izzy and Howard Chaykin sent me a video message earlier telling me that they fulfilled their dream and that, it was really cool. I can't thank you enough for that, Izzy.
No, I had just said that there was no reason.
I'm sorry, Rob. Go ahead.
I just said there was no reason. There was no reason to go to New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con because you weren't there.
I feel the same way about you, Rob, because I know you won't be at those places either. Remy, will you be there?
I won't be.
I can't think of a fucking reason to go. Like, I'm
Yeah.
I
sorry.
would never go to SDCC or New York Comic Con either. Even
Everything's
though I'm
everything's overpriced.
In all sincerity, I just don't have. I don't like the environment of like overstuffed, overcrowded. I've been to those. They're not fun for me. I mean, I'm sure they're fun for a lot of people. Obviously, a lot of people go, but I just want to go for comic stuff, and that's not the focus of those, which is fine. They don't say, "Hey, come here for the best comic book hunt of your life." That's not what they do. That's what Heroes does. That's why Heroes is
Didn't
the
you
one
just come
Yeah,
back from a con too?
for me.
Mark,
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's,
I'm at
there's-
Comic-Con.
he's going since nobody else is there.
How was it?
I went. That's the local Joe Fest. It's a toy and comic event, our big local thing we do here. See, Nick, are you
Nick.
going to SDCC?
Suck these. Nah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No reason to go.
Nah, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not a big convention person. Like, I'll go to Heroes Con because everybody else is going. But to me, it's like, oh, there's a Comic-Con this weekend. I'm like, all right, okay.
You'll see what
No,
the Joe
and that's
Fest
how I
footage
feel about
vlogs-
Heroes now. I don't have to go out of my distance to fly to another state to go to a con. I live 30 minutes from the convention.
Yeah, and you'll see with the con. I have like a 30-minute con video that releases Monday that's already up for channel members. But I went to that one here for the kids because they don't get to go to Heroes. So I take the kids, and it was kind of fun because I was the cameraman for a 6-year-old.
That's
I
awesome.
didn't lead the way. I'm following you, buddy. So like the whole thing is like most of the footage is like from over his shoulder as he's doing his thing. And me
Did
showing him
Dad
how to
pick up
haggle
anything,
people.
though?
What?
I said, did you pick up anything?
Oh, you can watch the video.
Mark, where you
He
at?
hasn't been
Where you at?
member to
Florida?
watch now.
I'll tell you this: Finn got something really, really cool, and he haggled the guy down for the price.
Yes.
Oh, really? That's what the price of admission.
Yeah, coached him, and I even tried to get Monkey to haggle on some stuff, and she just looked at me with her little big anime eyes and goes, shook her head and turned around and goes, "Mommy, do you have $10?"
Mom, do you have to-
That's so
I
adorable.
love it.
That sounds adorable.
That's
That's
awesome.
I can just see the tears in your eyes, Mark. Like, oh, they're learning so fast.
We'll get there. The golden rule. I was teaching the golden rule: you never pay full price.
Never,
I would-
never show
I
them
would
how much
agree
you really
with,
got.
With DJ and Rob on this one. I went to Baltimore last year, and it was pretty good for books as well.
Baltimore's a good show for books. Yeah.
I mean, we know the Midwest guys try to claim that Planet Comics is good, but none of us have actually seen it. So
Yeah. So I heard Emerald City is a tough one because it's like you got to go through flights upstairs of different floors, which is not too great. But
There's stairs, bro.
yeah, a lot of stairs, man. Yeah, Terrificon's another good one. Terrificon is, I would say, size wise, Hero's bigger, size wise, but Terrificon's a good second.
I
Size
just
does matter.
recently met a couple from Connecticut on YouTube who are friends with me and a bunch of others. Their names are Beck, Neptune, and Pizza Rat Comics. They're a couple, and I think they're going to Terrificon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you know what, too? Planet Con wasn't bad. Wasn't that big of a con. I think the nightlife was good enough, and Beckerman is there, so.
What state
Yeah,
is
he
that
was
in?
at some con that he despised today
What-
or
what-
yesterday.
Where's that, Nick?
That is in Kansas City.
Okay.
So Taylor's saying Emerald City's 25% comics.
Ah,
Pass.
No thanks.
that's more than New York Comic Con.
I watched that show on Netflix with his Nerdy Girl was in the episode, so I went to go check that out. It's something about some like auction house that you follow around through these different episodes, and you're trying to track down an action one for a customer, as well as go just kind of stock up on stuff for a pop culture show he was doing. So they went to NYCC, so there's a lot of cool footage. Whole episode of them in NYCC live, wasting money on like some off-brand Pokemon original art. MetaZoo, have y'all heard of this?
MetaZoo, yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's
off-brand Pokemon.
Steve Aoki's created Pokemon. That was big in C2E2 a few years back.
Yeah.
The bottom floor in New York's got like all games and Pokemon crap. It's just
just like what DJ says. Terrificon. What Mitch? It's one guy who really runs that show, and you have a mix of celebrities, but they're comic-related celebrities. So, like a few years ago, right before he passed away, Kevin Conroy was there, Cal Dodd, the voice of Wolverine. So the celebrities that do go to Terrificon, they're comic book-related celebrities.
I would like Lou Ferrigno to go to Heroes.
Yeah.
Con. I think that
Lou
kind of stuff.
Ferrigno's the one that's been there plenty of times, you know, Star Wars guys and all that stuff too. But Lou Ferrigno is one of those guys, man. He's awesome. I've seen him a lot of times over here in New York.
Cast of Comics says that Heroes Con had lots of YouTube celebrities. That's true.
That it did.
Depending upon your
So
definition of celebrity.
We're called influencers, sir.
Now because of Heroes Con, like
What's that?
discovered a lot of new channels.
Oh,
Yeah. I met Lion Cat. I got to know Bob better. Yeah. Loowee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Handful.
The best thing for me is that I was able to put like faces to names because I don't always get to see
because
the
YouTube
faces.
doesn't show you in your face. Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's the Instagrammers. You know, it's not just YouTubers. It's the IG guys. Like it was the first time I met Hoarder's Hide.
He has YouTube.
A lot of folks.
Mm-hmm.
Scout's got YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really get to introduce myself to him.
I didn't realize he was as short as he was until.
Wasn't that the case for everybody?
No.
I don't know how many times I've heard people tell me, "Yeah, I thought you were taller." I was like,
I thought Remy. I remember that Remy and I have notoriously gone through this fact that I thought he was shorter, but.
You know what's funny is Cliff was like on my photos, Vog, you're tall. I'm like, I'm 6 foot. That's average, I think. He's like, no, that's tall. I'm like,
It is.
6 foot is tall.
5'10" is the average height of an American male.
Okay, I guess I am tall.
Take it, vlogs, for what it's worth.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Now, Cliff, he's tall.
Yeah. I'm 6'1", man, and he towers over me. So
Yeah. He's big, tall.
Dude, how tall is Bub? Bub's got to be like 6'2".
Bub's pretty big.
Well, now that we've comparing each other, how big each other is. Excuse me while I whip this out.
I'm pretty tall, but not in a horizontal way, more like in a vertical way.
Oh,
next time we just need to line everybody up, take one big photo, and we'll get in order.
We'll do a prison lineup. Get
Yeah,
Loowee to
yeah,
make a new backdrop that's just like the height
All
bars.
the usual suspects, and we'll line
yeah.
up. And then,
That'd be one hell of a line, though.
Shout Shout out to Gary B.
See, Rich.
You see, now Gary B is a guy that I say isn't that tall.
No, Gary says he's like
Gary
5'9",
looks
5'10".
5'10".
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to meet Gary yet. Now that I think about it.
But that's one of the things. If you're not going to upstate New York, I don't think Gary's coming to you. So
No.
I can relate.
So Bub says he doesn't give it up to anybody unless they're at least 6 feet tall.
There you go.
I agree with that.
So DJ opened up his Jack B box. I would like to know if he liked it. Did he get a thumbs up?
You'll just have to wait till his video drops.
Well, I'm not asking what's in the box. I'm saying, did he like
What's
it?
in the box?
You'll have to wait to see
Pulled
what
over, Izzy. I see
What was
red,
that?
blue, and white. Like I see cop lights. It looks like that was cop
It's New
lights.
York. There's cops everywhere, bro.
Otherwise,
Izzy gets pulled over. What were you doing, sir? I was on the
Bubs
street.
gives up the tail if they're
If
over
I-
6 feet.
if-
Otherwise, he
okay.
gets down on them.
If by some
There you go.
chance get pulled
You're a
over,
trooper.
I will leave the video up and running.
Oh, that'd be fun.
You know why? Because that's evidence, baby.
And then we can
Video where
all
we
laugh
got
when you get your
drop.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get your ass whooped. We can
Whose
swap.
video are y'all talking
No,
about?
no, no. I'm not dark enough for that. I'm sorry.
DJ.
Whoa.
DJ's Jack B.
Man.
Bob.
I'm just saying.
Izzy,
Taylor said he
Yeah.
liked his, but he didn't make a video because he's lazy.
take it.
Izzy, you'll feel that way right until they read your last name. Then they'll move on.
Yeah, right. But my last name is a good last name, so
You didn't
I don't-
make a video, Taylor? That's crazy. The YouTuber who was the most excited about those boxes out of every one of us didn't. You must got a shitty box.
Said it was good
I'm
stuff.
sorry for your loss, Taylor.
It's-
Well, I
You
think
weren't the only
I think
one.
Beckerman got a box that he wasn't too crazy about.
Izzy's gonna lie to you, but Izzy got a shitty box.
What are you talking about? I got a nice box. I like my box.
Your GP book was like a $70 book, bro.
Oh, Taylor said he'll jump on, but he's too lazy.
I'm not saying it was undervalued or anything.
My
but
box is
I
still
like
on
my
there.
box. They had a lot of Marvel Premiere.
what is it, Rob?
I said mine's over there. I haven't opened it yet. That's
You're doing like I do. You just keep your schedule.
yeah. It'll be this Thursday's video.
I've got so much content backed up now, which feels great because I don't have to like think about recording anything.
Yeah, I have a lot of content.
Well,
I
I did
normally
that one.
do.
Your
one-
box.
I do.
I did that when I started doing the the 10 sketch covers for my collection. I
Uh-huh.
recorded them all, and so I've got like 5 or 6 more of those at least still in the can. But
Oh, that's hilarious, Bob.
Dogs, you got to send me a link to your channel, buddy. I don't think I've seen your channel.
Izzy looks like it sounds like the butcher.
It's sports cards and comics, but yeah, I'll send it.
It's what?
It's sports cards and comics.
That's
but
the
yeah.
name of it?
No, that's my channel.
Izzy's
name,
driving
Bob's.
because he's always in his
I'll
car.
send it to you later.
He lives
Yeah.
in his car,
Lives
actually.
in his car. Yeah.
So what people don't know is I'm actually homeless, and I just drive places.
Yeah, he's an Uber Eats driver, and
Yeah.
he lives
Wait
in
till
his
he gets
car.
a flat. It's a huge
So-
deal.
So when you see me in like a room or something like that,
Yep.
it's because I rented the space
That's
out.
fine.
It's an Airbnb for the night, or he's delivering. He's delivering
the
until he
same-
went to go get their wallet.
It's the same Airbnb because it's the same books and stuff. And I worked an agreement with the guy where I could put the books up, and he's like, "Oh, great, you can do this." You know,
Izzy,
give a little-
Izzy was delivering food, and the person was hoping to pay for it with sex. They saw Izzy and said, "Oh, hold on, let me go get my wallet." And
Oh, I have
Boom!
pretty good.
Roasted!
Yeah, we need one of those booms, Remy.
Why am I
only-
shouting? I
had
don't
two
know.
Clips. I had the me interrupting intro with the Remy's Place song, and then the This is Remy's Place. That's the only two that I
Oh,
had.
you don't have the.
I'll work on it,
Rob's
I'm
video,
sorry.
The boom.
How does it feel to be back in the captain's chair, Mr. Q?
Feels fantastic. Time out. We're going old school. It's
Fucking Remy's Place.
Wonderful. Feels wonderful. I was told I just can't get him banned. I mean, that was it. Oh, happy birthday to Beck, by the way.
There he is.
Oh,
Happy
I'm
birthday,
really
Lou.
curious.
I might lose power because we got a storm going on here. So we'll
Remy,
see.
put him in the hot
Oh,
seat.
there you go, TW.
His box.
He is Spidey is celebrating Beck's birthday today, so
All right.
Oh, he's
I'll
one of
show you-
those
okay.
guys who like spends time with their girl on their birthday.
So the Jack D boxes are a little weird. If you've not weird, if you've never gotten one, they're a little bit interesting the way he does them. Like he breaks them up into categories and he sort of caters them to people. So
Hey, curious.
these were the
right? What's the word?
Partially curated.
partially curated, yeah. But these, I mean, he does a pretty decent job from curating. So these were the bonus books that he threw in. I'm probably going to keep on 70% of the box, which is a pretty good ratio for me. So this is a
God damn.
oh wow.
Oh,
Johnny just Jardins, I think, or the other guy.
That is amazing, dude. That guy is next level.
Yeah,
he's a painter.
Is that a
Yeah,
penis
he's a
remark?
legitimate artist.
it's his signature.
Oh,
I've got a weird Die Kitty Die Scooby Doo cover.
Trash.
I mean, it's like a $25 book. I'm not
Why
bitching.
does Fred have black hair? What the heck?
because it's not exactly
You
the
can't do
same.
it
It's not
exactly.
yeah.
to get copyright claims.
That's
It's
not
not
exactly
Fred.
Scooby Doo. That's not exactly any of them.
That's
Ted.
that's not Fred. That's what, Dread?
It's
I
Frederick.
got a. This one's actually pretty rare, and I didn't know it existed. But it's How to Draw Comics comic.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I actually seen that before. Very
Okay.
And it's
interesting.
rare. Anyway.
Yeah, it's
I'm
interesting.
kidding. I got this one, which I really like. It's, and Howard Duck is my jam. But this is a Bobillo, I don't know, whatever variant of issue number 1 from like the miniseries. From
What the
2018.
heck? Dang.
Bobillo, whatever. Sure.
Bobby.
And then the two that I'm the most excited about from the throw-in books are the World's Unknown number 6, The Killdozer,
That's
Nice.
cool.
which is based on an old Theodore Sturgeon story. And then my jam, Mystery in Space number 68, good old Adam Strange goodness.
Nice.
And then let's see if I can do these in sort of in order. All right, I'll do the things in industry. I'll go in least interesting to me to most. Like, and so then we get variants, which is not really my jam, but whatever. And he didn't give me in Jack's honor, in Jack's defense, he did not give me a ton of them. And they're sort of in order, and I might, whatever, doesn't matter. So I got the Tyler Kirkham Moon Knight, which is cool.
That's cool.
We got a Zafino Moon Knight, which this one I'll probably keep because I dig this one.
Oh, that's a nice one.
That's awesome.
Of all of it's one of the
Those are
least
good
valuable
books
ones. And then
already.
we got a there's some. This stack's a little out of order by now. Who gives a shit? Then we got a Miko Soyan, Batman Who Laughs.
Okay.
That's
Big
cool.
time collectibles.
Yeah. And then I think there's probably another variant deeper in here, but I'll just go in order because I can't be bothered. Oh yeah, hang on. Well, it doesn't matter. And then we got the freebie throw-ins that he does, which Chuck Norris number 1.
Now we're talking.
Nice.
Now that is the most powerful comic book ever.
We got Darkwing Duck and Chuck Norris. Got
Space
two.
Adventures number 11.
Nice.
And these are all in my light too.
Was
So
that
they're
one
not,
with
he
Captain
does a
Adam on
good
the
job of
cover
packing them
too?
all. And
Was that one with Captain Adam on the cover? The Space
that
Adventure?
is
No, I think it's.
Space.
Oh, yeah,
Marine,
it
I
is.
think.
Yeah, it
Not
is.
sure.
That's a good one.
They're both
It's
doing that shit up, yeah.
volume 3.
Comico, Johnny Quest number 1. Not a first appearance, but still.
Race.
And I love these gold key covers. The insides are kind of hot garbage on some of them, but whatever. Lost in Space.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, here's the other variant I missed on, which is a Zerdy.
Oh, I
Lame.
like one of those.
Yeah. It's a cool one, not my jam. I'll probably unload it,
I'll be back.
And then these are what he just calls old and weird books, because that's what I asked him for. Old and weird. Because you can and I just said, Jack, you know the kind of weird shit I like. So we're starting with probably the weirdest one of the bunch, but I really dig it. This is Jerry Lewis number 97. With Batman and Robin and Joker on it.
wow.
So.
Jerry
I mean,
Lewis
we've got a
versus
$30
Batman.
value on it, 1966. That's probably pretty close. So,
Yeah.
and I just dig it. And then we get some of the others. Like I think I already have this one. Well, no, I don't actually. I don't have this issue. I don't believe. I haven't looked. But like Mystery in Space 63, another cool Adam Strange. Nice 10 center. And these are all in pretty good shape for the age and stuff too. You know, I'd put this at probably about a 5.0, maybe 6. So this one I definitely have, but I don't give a shit. I like it. One of my favorite characters, Thor and Beta Ray Bill. Second appearance, Beta Ray Bill.
That's a great book.
Classic cover right there.
Yeah. And then this is what number? I can't even read the number on this one, but it is 97. House of Mystery 97, which I dig.
That's cool.
And that's it for the Raws. And then he had these all like they were all split up in little bubble wrap packages, like separated with like things in between them. And then the key book, which he definitely curated this for me, and I'm happy to get it. And this is first title issue of Doom Patrol, first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil, and it's like when they renamed it from My Greatest Adventure to Doom Patrol. So I've been hunting for this book for a while. It's about a $250 book, so I'm not bitching.
Dang, that's awesome.
And I fucking love the Doom Patrol. Like they're just my weird ass. Like they're my
You got a
jam.
slab?
It's a slab, yeah.
I don't have a slab in my box. I know that just from looking at the size of my box.
Well, what can I tell you? Jackie likes me better than you.
Yeah, I didn't get a slab.
But he doesn't like any of us as much as he likes Alan May.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got.
I got some books, Remy, whenever.
Taylor, just so you know, I wanted to get tacos with you earlier today.
I would have loved to get tacos with you too, Nick. A little bit of fire drive, but
So I need to
I'm
make
getting
a video
tacos right
on
now.
this. So I need to make a video on this. Shout out to Joseph, the Adventures, Joe. He said, "Oh, do you have the Space Ghost cover? I don't know what the cover is called." And I said, "No, I have the one I got." I showed him a picture, and it's like, "Oh, I'll send you the cover you want, because I have an extra." Well, he sends me a whole box of comics, and this is what he sent me besides the Space Ghost. I thought he was just going to send me the Space Ghost. We got the Amazing Spider-Man.
That's cool.
Another Amazing Spider-Man. And these were all free. Like, thank you so much, man. Another one.
Yeah, Gleason was killing those covers back then.
Oh, yeah. This one.
Yeah, okay.
I like this one a lot.
That's a nice cover.
This one. This one's really cool. I like the cover.
Or David Nakayama.
Nakayama.
Yep. That one.
David Nakayama.
And then he threw in some others, but X-Men, you got Juggernaut.
On the Juggernaut, bitch.
I'm going to get this done at Heroes next year. I think I'm going to get someone to sketch in silver ink, do a sketch cover on this one.
Nice.
Jubilee.
That's my girl.
Wolverine. Another Wolverine. Doctor Strange. Surgeon Supreme.
Oh, I remember that when it came out.
Iron Fist.
A little lenticular action.
Hey, that's the book Izzy got.
I got Marvel Premiere 15.
Oh, okay. That's the book Rob got.
I got the actual book.
The Uncanny X-Men.
Days of Future Past.
Oh, it's a reprint.
This one, but it's actually a Deadpool book because look, it's like Deadpool kills Cable, actually.
ASM 129.
That's really cool though. Yeah, those some of them were really good.
Yeah, Fantastic Four, Hulk versus Thing, or son versus daughter. It's like a particular. It's a really interesting one. This one I already had one, so I'm gonna give my original one away. Star Wars #1. I really enjoyed that. And then behind it was this one.
Nice. That's the first appearance.
Of who?
The person on the cover.
With the free comic book day, the Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not. Oh, who is Nightwatch?
Nightwatch.
Yeah, the turtle that creeps and looks in windows at night.
Right. This
Not
is
to be
the Space
mistaken for
Ghost
Night
cover I
Watcher.
didn't
There
get.
we go.
The Marvel character.
There we go.
Space Ghost.
Wow.
This one is a cool Capullo.
Oh hell yeah! Are you sure that's Capullo? That's definitely not.
Yep, right there.
No, buddy. Capullo drew the inside of Death Metal. That cover's not Capullo though. That cover is. God damn, I'm forgetting now.
There's Snyder. There's.
That's. I know, but that cover.
That's the creative team of the book.
What issue number are you looking at, Bogsy?
7.
That's Lucio Perillo, isn't it?
It looks like Perillo to me.
Perillo?
Yes, I've had that book. It is Perillo.
Yeah, but I don't
Parillo.
And then,
Is it Parillo like that?
Still new to comics. Predator versus
Magnus Robot Fighter.
Yeah, that's a Barry Windsor. BWS, baby. I love that book.
More Barry.
That's a cool book.
Issue 2. That was a 2-issue series, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, it was 2 issues.
2 of 2.
That was a cool series, man.
But that's all I got from Joe. Originally, I was supposed to just get the.
You know what? You got yourself a good haul.
Hey, Vogsy.
Yeah, no, I thanked him a lot. I was like, Joe,
Vogsy.
really? Thanks, man.
Would you trade all those books for these Brandon Miller rookie cards?
I can't do that to Joe. As much of a Hornets fan I am.
Brandon Miller.
I don't think Joe would have a problem with it, to be honest with you.
Who cares what you do with your books once he gives them to you?
I'm good, man. I'm gonna hold. I appreciate
He's
it.
like, I got those cards already. What's up, homie?
Hey!
Dave's probably just getting home.
Yeah, I know, right? But you got to keep in mind, he got home tomorrow.
You're muted.
You're muted, Dave.
Hi everyone. Oh my god.
Do you know what day it is?
I think it's Sunday.
Do you know which time zone you're
American
in?
Adventures, bro.
Oh god. I got.
And you're going to do it again in how many weeks?
4 weeks.
What are you doing in 4 weeks, Dave?
So I'm doing a panel at San Diego.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So we're doing. I'm doing it with Neville. Does anyone know Neville? Raylon Howard.
Sinclair?
He does. He runs like the Grail Hunters team or group here, and he kindly invited me along. So we're gonna do Australian and UK reprint panel, just going through all those books.
Nice.
So that's my first San Diego Comic-Con, so I'll be a bit like well, I think Heroes was nice in terms of manageable, right? Like there's lots of people there, but it's not crowded. And I know we were talking about New York. So I'm not looking forward to.
Yeah.
San Diego is a little bit different animal, you'll see.
I've heard. Got in on hotels months ago, so I'm okay because we were like.
You're brushing up on your Aussie reprints website.
And what?
You're brushing up on the Aussie reprints website.
No, I'm just he's covering Aussie. I'm covering the UK stuff.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, and we're gonna sort of tag team, but it's I'm working on it now. Don't even know how to present it, so we're just throwing content on at the moment, but it's looking good. So we'll do stuff. I don't know. Did any of you see this when I came back from whilst I was there?
Make them big.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So this is Mighty World of Marvel 89, which is a UK mag, and the way it worked is the UK team had to have artwork come from the US specifically for issues where they printed one issue over 2 weeks, and so they had to have an additional cover every time. And so this was supposed to be a Larry Lieber, or it was sold to me as Larry Lieber, and then it turns out through sleuthing on the live show, someone said it's a Ron Wilson, and so Ron was there and he took it to him. He confirmed it. I've got a video coming out.
Look at the bog monster in the background too. Oh my God, he's hiding up there.
It's the Glob.
Yeah.
And then he signed it, and then he's. We talked about it. He might be doing an interview with me.
Nice.
So
that's fantastic.
Yeah, it was good. So, yeah, look, Cairo Heroes is great. I mean, yeah. Did you?
So the big question is: are you coming back next year? Did it leave a good enough impression that you'd want to be there again in 2025?
I'm already on for 2025. Like that.
He posted his walkthrough video.
To remove him.
He posted his walkthrough video. He already committed on the video. It's out there. Yeah.
And I called out to everyone else. You should if you haven't already done it, get out there. So let's.
T-Dubs, are you hearing all this?
Yeah, I hear. It turns out when you go to the hospital and you have to pay for shit, it kind of puts a wrinkle in your plans for the rest of the year.
Well, lucky for you, you have a Jack B mystery box that you can flip and make it gold.
All right, let's start this though. These are the books I'm going to get rid of.
We're doing an auction tonight. Get
$25 for the Zerdy. No. Chuck Norris and $800.
Johnny Desjardins will sell like hotcakes, I bet.
No, I am going to put out a mystery box soon, but I figured my timing was god awful because I finally had them ready to go right before Heroes, and I'm like, well,
not to pester you, Taylor, but I was talking to my wife when she just came home. I missed what was the big book in the box?
Oh, in the Jack B box? Hulk 181.
Oh, nice! You got the GP.
I'll put it to you this way, Mark.
Yeah,
you will like two prizes that Taylor got.
Oh, that I got?
Yeah.
Oh, I got the Doom Patrol 86.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Definitely up my alley.
Oh, yeah. I guess, what I figured out from watching people open these boxes, since he's curating them, you have to tell him you collect Hulk 181 or collect AF-15, or he's going to send you what.
I know he did a randomizer for the big books, but he didn't publish it, and he didn't make it super clear. Which for next year, I think if he does that again, I think he should make that public and do it a little bit differently.
Yeah, because when you're curating boxes, it's kind of like
the same person.
Yeah. Well, he said he came on Eddie's live last night, and not in using the chat. He's like, yeah, I did a randomizer, and Eddie and Alan's number came up twice on the top 5, so we're number 6. So
yeah.
And I believe him. I don't have any reason to doubt him.
Yeah. Did Alan buy one box or 2 boxes?
He bought 2 boxes.
Okay.
Wow, 2 boxes?
I mean, he hit on both of them, yeah.
That happens, yeah.
I've seen
That's pretty pricey boxes.
How many GPs were there? Because I've only seen 3 of the prizes.
I think there were I think there are 6 big keys, but there were a lot of other ones in there. Like first, the Lois Lane with the first Catwoman, and then there's a lot of raw keys that he didn't count in the big keys, but I was still like, oh yeah, so But his big keys, he had 2 ASM 300s, a Hulk 181, I think a Batman 232, which John's Comics Kids won, and I can't remember what else.
Nice.
Well, like I said, no slabs of mine, so.
Well, you could have one of the bigger raw books around, so.
Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah.
So did everyone get what they wanted from the con?
I thought I did until I saw Man Cave come on today.
Well,
I went there with a very specific goal for 2 specific things, and I had them before the con opened on Friday.
That's the benefit. I wish I'd done the press. Well, contentious. I wish I'd done the press pass so I could have got it.
Contentious. And hey, all joking aside, we clowned on Durs super hard for being so excited about having a press pass, but he is the only person still putting out little clip it interview things with a different right. He's
the only one that actually used it for its intended purposes.
No, other people use it, but he's stretching out the content over a prolonged period of time.
Well, not just that. He didn't just post not to I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody. He didn't post like a self-serving video and take advantage of like the ability to get in with all the privileges kind of thing.
He did do that one though too, but
he's posted a lot of like little like interviews, like legitimate interviews with all these smaller creators and all this stuff. Like he thought that through. Let me take time out of from hanging out with my friends, from doing this to go do these little interviews, and he's having a time of his life doing it. So that's good.
He's networking, which is smart.
But it's cool seeing people do that because like I don't know a lot of these people they're showing, and it's cool getting that content. And I think that's what's good for Heroes Con, for people to be able to see that. So
and I'll say, in all honesty, I think most of the people I've seen that had press passes, even if you don't want to say it's hardcore journalism, CJ, they're still, I think most of them did a good job of at least going beyond what they normally would do with some of their video content. And
Marcus sure shit did.
Yeah,
Marcus put out like some next level. He did research just to drop that like long video. He did damn good too.
Yeah, so that's good.
I did.
Bravo to you all.
CJ just likes to bitch.
We know that, but yeah, we have an answer. You want to see if they match? Should I go first, or should you? I'll give the answer first.
You can give me the answer. We can play.
Okay, it's turquoise. The answer is turquoise.
Turquoise.
Turquoise.com. I was going to ask, where's the auction online? Because when I saw CJ's video, I went, right, I'm going to just show him and just put all the artists on every single piece when I do that video, just to sort of wind him up.
Did you say where's the auction online?
Yeah, I want to see. Is there a place where you can see all of
the art auction?
So then you can so what I want to do in the video is just put all of the artists, so then at least then that sort of answers that question and stops. I haven't seen anything with too much footage from the art auction itself. And I'm going to do this too. So we should all hold these up and show. Oh, we were there. And by the way, here's the program.
Oh yeah, because he was all thing on the program.
In the program. Well, I need to show you this because this. Oh, it's the wrong one. I picked up a new one. Oh, my old one, I had all the names at the back where I was like mapping where everybody was.
Nice.
Which unfortunately I picked up the old one.
Rob did that last year.
I did that last year. Then this year, instead, what I did is I had put them on a spreadsheet of which ones I was on to get, and then I printed it and cut them out and taped them to the back of the books. So each of my books had the name, their booth location of where I wanted to go, and then I put them in, grouped the books in basically where they were in the order of the floor.
I just asked Rob if I needed to know where someone was, and that even in my video, I'm like, Rob, isn't that where they're gonna? Rob, where are they?
I just asked Pops.
Yeah, Pops, dude. I don't know how that guy made so much. Like, he just made it around. Like, he had it all figured out.
But
dude, Pops is cool. I like Pops.
There was only one important book to get, and that, of course, was the Comics Curing Cancer art book.
Yes.
Freaking look at that! Oh my God, it's beautiful, magnifique. As Nick would go, mwah, 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 all that other fun stuff, and yeah.
Oh so who has that clip on the channel?
That's Chris has that clip of Nick. So, anyways,
Nick, I need that clip.
If you don't have one,
you gotta ask Chris.
You can go. We'll drop the link here just a second here. But there's a special deal going on right now. Actually, if you buy normally the art book is $20, the Sonic book is $30. If you buy them together on djlinks.bigcartel.com, you can get them both for $40. Plus, they're going to throw in, while supplies last, the Unnatural Order #1.
Signed. While supplies.
There you go, right there. Just
signed.
Nice,
right? Yeah, comic caps. And then don't forget, come the first weekend in October, the exclusive metal color hold variant will be going up for sale. There'll be 10 of these that go up for sale during Comics Curing Cancer.
First weekend in October, 4th through the 6th.
Is that the small PP or the big PP version?
Oh my God. It's that smooth, hard PP.
That Spidey cover's coming up, isn't it? The one that you showed last, I think, was it yesterday? No, not
Oh,
yesterday.
the sketch cover. Yeah, that will be
you're committed now.
That will be up for auction. Yes.
Very good.
Last Friday night
Nice.
in the mix.
Yeah, you're going to start seeing, if you're not following Comic Screen Cancer on Instagram, you start following them, because pretty soon we're going to start posting you'll start to see some of the images of some of the items that have started to come in already for the auction. And as we start to promote more, start digging through your stuff, not for garbage, but for quality items that you're willing to donate to Comic Screen Cancer to help the cause.
Key Comics complete mini series, like stuff that you would be interested in seeing and buying. No run fillers, no dollar bin books. We cannot hold inventory or clear your house for you because we don't have the physical ability to do those kind of things.
Are you gonna have it set up where you can people can buy stuff directly from you and you just ship it out from your from me or whatever, and I ship it out from my place, or how is that gonna? Or does it all have to get shipped out?
For the most part, we're probably going to do what we did last time, which is consolidate it so that way we can manage the inventory. Yeah. Because what ends up happening is I get some stuff, and we will sometimes combine certain things to make some of the mystery boxes that we'll end up doing, or we do other types of stuff.
Dirty.
So it comes to me.
There's a thing of the logistical nightmare that happens when people are with so much volume over those 3 days. If someone gets something from someone, they hit us up. Hey, who did I get that from? They haven't sent this, that, and they're still going to have that factor to it because of the different shows will have different things going on where people might be coming on to sell stuff. So to limit that as best we can.
Yeah, it's much easier when I control 90% of the shipping. I've managed to, knock on wood, not have any issues with it all, but I spend a considerable amount of time pulling all the orders together and getting them to go out. But they get out there pretty quick, didn't they, Taylor?
This year you need to go see a chiropractor before we start.
Well, I need to not be sick during the auction, Sunday auction. I already have the anti-fatigue pads now in the garage for my order pulling, and actually, one of the owners of Comic Capsule, who lives nearby, had already volunteered to come and help me pull orders and ship. So,
oh, dude, that's fantastic to have someone to help you ship.
Yeah,
nice. Shout out to them.
Hey, Dersey.
Hello. Thanks for the kind words, guys.
I didn't know you were listening. I would have never said them.
Oh no, I was playing, dude. I've been playing Elden Ring for the past 3 hours. And
no one believes you. You don't play video games.
No, check my reels. Check my reels, bro. Dude,
I record video games all the time and repost them on my secondary channel where I pretend to be a gamer.
I dropped one on Instagram last night and it hit 30 or 40,000 views. I'm hyped about it, man. I loved when the game content pops up.
Nerd.
So,
I am a nerd. We're all nerds.
Yes.
I need that direction.
So even though there was no Spawn today and no Venom, what did you think of today's Only Slabs that you saw there, Durs?
Those are, I've said it before, and those are some of my favorite episodes because 90% of the books are some of the books I've never seen or never heard of, besides the ending, besides some of the last books. But I love
You'll never even own those books.
Yeah, 100%, dude. That's
I'd be lucky if I'm ever in the same room as some of those books. Yeah,
right. That's why those are some of my favorite episodes because I just love learning about some of those because I don't go out of my way unless it's shows like that or like you guys talking about them. Necessarily.
I just checked. I don't see any Elder Rings, but your highest viewed video is Rikishi giving someone a stink.
No, on IG. On IG. Oh yeah, no, dude.
Your highest
get them shorts out of there.
Rikishi
Yeah,
face. That's awesome.
I love it. Yeah, dude. But
that is awesome.
I stopped with the shorts a while ago.
Rikishi was the man.
He was. I'm hyped to see that Joe Fest video.
I don't know that we'll ever have a show with more significant books than this show was today.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that was wild.
I disagree. I think y'all have had stuff of that caliber before.
We have, but not. I mean,
but
we've had books of the caliber. We've had multiple books on a show. Obviously, Dragon Inc. had some amazing stuff when they brought in the first appearances.
The guy that had all the first of the Golden Age DC stuff.
Dragon Inc. Comics.
No, it wasn't Dragon Inc. that had the first Grundy, the first Alan Scott, had a Tech 27. That was all in one show. That was the most memorable show for me.
Okay. Hold on. No, I'm sorry. I was thinking of the first members of the JSA.
And that's all well and good. That's all well and good, Rob. But I mean, did any of them break their collectibles for you?
Right, that's true. Nick does have that distinction as the one and only
We also
person.
had some huge shows, and Doc stepped into that realm today.
Yeah. No, I think you're thinking of Things and Things.
Maybe
with his
sounds
son.
right.
Was with his
You also
son.
have
He had some of those, and then also the other one was that the guy, I can't remember his name, who doesn't have a YouTube presence or an IG presence, that reached out to me randomly by email, but had the Action 1 and the Batman, or the Deck 27, but they were like 0.3s. They were married, partially married or replaced cover part components and stuff. But he had them, and I sure as hell don't. So there you are.
You also have to consider this is his like 7th time on the show too. So it's
And
like,
he finally brought the big- Well, it's funny is he doesn't have a lot of the books now that he showed before because he traded. When he's talking about, oh yeah, I traded an AF-15 and my X-Men 1 and my this and my that. But now he's got Detective Comics 27. He's got
Did you hear this, Nick? This is exactly what I was telling
Batman
DJ
1.
He's
He's
got
got
doing.
Marvel
DJ's like, where do I
Comics
go
1,
from here? I told
Captain
DJ
America
from
1 and a
the Marvel
7.5.
keys, you go from the Marvel keys to collecting Golden Age DC. Like if you still have that bug to chase books, like the Marvel keys are just a stepping stone to stepping into the realm of like Golden Age DC, which it's its own market.
And it's its
I
own
think
weird like scale.
Yeah,
When
I
he was
think
talking
that
about it, he's
opens
like,
sorry, go ahead.
he's like, there's not
It's
that big of a
ordered-
price bump. It's only from like 60,000 to 200,000. That's nothing.
80,000 to 200,000. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
everything's
Wow, this
relative.
panel.
And it's all right. I know that's the
Did you see the Heretics auction this weekend and that Batman? Was it? Well, no, it was Tech, and it put like whoever sold it bought it in 2022, beginning of 2022, lost 465,000.
I
Oh
saw
my
the
God.
clip that Golden Age
Oh.
Guru posted about it, but I didn't see what it actually sold for.
Yeah, it was like 465 down from what it was. It's just
I did
that.
see where More Fun 52, the first Spectre in a 3.0 sold for $90K.
I got sniped at the last second.
I heard about the Wiz 2 selling for 255.
They had some big boy books.
what's up, Drac?
Good evening.
All right, I'm gonna hop off to go eat, but I will be watching, listening,
So don't talk bad about you. Got it.
judging.
Yeah.
Judging, we got to judge it. We got a contest.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, there's no
That's terrible. Do you even YouTube, bro?
You YouTube, bro.
Love you guys. Talk to you in a bit.
Bye.
Love you, Nick.
Bye, Nick.
YouTube, bro.
Well,
I think I'm gonna hop off here for a little bit and go hang out with the wife.
all right.
Do it. Mine
I
just
do
went to sleep, so. Not
Yeah,
the wife.
do
You
it.
got married?
I
Good for
dare
you.
you.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Who got married?
Nobody.
Yours got married?
No text break.
He
No
just
text break.
loosely used the term "my wife."
Yeah.
Oh, you've reached that stage in your.
No tax breaks
Jim.
yet, unfortunately.
Well,
Not really a tax break.
Yeah.
Eh.
We're homeowners. We get that. Touch it. Touch it.
Fine.
I'll touch it down here, Remy.
Yeah,
Let me get the
oh,
remnants.
dang it,
Let
I'm
me get the
doing it.
remnants, Remy.
I don't
Let me.
know.
I want. Oh, let me rub it all. Let me get all that. Oh,
Jim,
God.
did you ever find that Taskmaster you were looking for?
Yes.
Oh, good.
And Dave's looking to give me the UK one.
Yeah, I was because I wasn't sure if you got it, so I was like, I might as well just send you that.
In 1980, whatever, I bought the Raw when it first came out, but
I heard it, Dave. I heard that you helped Spidey score most of his Invaders run.
I did in Dallas, of all places. I went
Oh,
to
nice.
3 comic stores and just found this place called Titans.
a
Oh yeah,
reprint.
there you go. It's a
Dude,
reprint.
I don't even own a slab. My goal in the next
it's
like,
not a
4
reprint.
months is to
Make sure of it.
Are you sure?
Learn my lesson from that.
Hey Jim, I think I might have done a Digger Jim move today too.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes, I may have done a Digger Jim move today.
Wow.
When you
You
see
went-
it in a second,
you went
I'll
metal
show you guys in a minute.
You went out metal detecting?
yeah.
Yeah, one of those moves. Found some good coins.
Well, whenever you want, I do have the the Mad Spidey tradition. We have the books that are going into the giveaway bin.
Oh
to
yeah,
replace
you
those
gotta
that we
do
pulled
that.
out.
I won some of them today.
Yep, your package left today.
I got
It's
the
on-
email today.
You'll probably have it on Monday or Tuesday.
That's my
How was
Monday
Only
video.
Flaps?
It
How
was-
was Only Flaps today?
It was pretty
It
decent.
was absolutely insane, Izzy.
It was embarrassing. It was what it was because anybody that follows is not going to be as good.
Izzy. You'll have to watch, but essentially there was the first Justice Society. There was the first. There was Marvel Comics 1, Captain America 1, Deck 27, Deck 38, Batman 1.
Batman 1. Enough
Yeah,
said.
I mean, it's just like
Just some tiny bullshit books.
Whose books were they?
Man Cave.
Man Cave, but he also tell him what he did though. He did a lot of trade, a lot of
Yeah,
consignment.
he traded away an AF-15 and
Yeah.
an X-Men 1 and a bunch of other stuff, but in order to get some of those books, he traded up, and because he can reacquire those. You can reacquire. Look, how many AF-15s did you see at Heroes Con? I saw at least 20.
Yeah,
So
I saw one booth had 4. One booth
but
had
you know what I
4
didn't see?
itself.
Yeah, the booth next to us had a 2.5, a 3.5, a 4.5,
Yeah,
a
it was that
5.5.
booth. Mhm.
I didn't see a First Justice Society of America there. I didn't see a Deck 27 there.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know
so
what that is.
No, he did the
Detective
right
Comics
thing.
20, oh, yeah, First
Oh,
Batman.
okay, yeah, okay, yes, I do know what that is. Sorry.
And
But
I'm
yeah,
sure
I
his
didn't- I
wife
didn't
likes
see too
less
many- I didn't see
slabs
too many of those bigger
than more
pieces
slabs.
Yeah.
Jim, when you were talking about reprints, just in case anybody forgot, as the only person on the planet who owns a Tales of G.I. Joe
slab,
#1 slab.
Yeah, that's right. I did a Remy. I think I said that in my video. I was like,
That's a
"Oh,
Remy?"
God, I did a Remy.
Yeah. The sweet AOK that will never be sent out because of the Tales of G.I. Joe. Enjoy it, folks. Nobody else has a slab of Tales.
I don't know. Have
G.I.
you checked
Joe
the census
#1.
to verify
Did
that?
you keep the census?
I don't know.
No, I do want to get my first slab before the end of the year. is the
Would you
goal.
like a Tales of G.I. Joe?
No.
$100.
Look, when you present it, just hold it like this. Just say, check it out, everybody.
Yeah,
G.I.
right.
Joe
Put some
#1.
blue painter's tape over it, over the slab. It'll be good.
There's no
just
other
hold
book like
really
it.
close to the camera like this.
All right. Let's see. Let's pull this out.
You should have cracked it. Had Larry Hama sign it.
You should have.
Izzy, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take out some books. You didn't have to put me big yet. Give me some time.
Where do you get one of the? Just ask him.
Here,
where do you
Remy,
get
we'll
one of
go through
those-
the giveaway bin books if you want.
Where do you
Walmart,
get one of
anywhere,
those
bugs.
cases? Where do you
Well,
get
any-
one of those cases?
All right, we'll
for
work
the
our way
books?
to the
You
good
buy
stuff.
'em.
So this is all
Walmart,
going in the giveaway bin.
Amazon.
The giveaway bin can't have every book can't be a banger, so there's a mix that goes in there.
What's up,
I
Beck?
bet
So first will be Dark Knights of Steel issue 2,
Okay.
it's
Great story.
Hashtag red.
Young Justice issue 15. We'll find out Superboy's truth revealed, I suppose.
Nice.
It was revealed.
X-Men in the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Never seen that.
So when Jim wins, he can get himself a reprint.
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
think I got that one laying around here somewhere.
It's a reprint.
We'll give somebody a chance at a DC Walmart pack with this Psycho List issue #1.
Nice.
Shut up, Black Box.
Signed copy of Batman 446, signed by Mike DiCarlo.
I have that same issue I was sent by Batman. It's a good one.
G.I. Joe issue 57,
There you go.
side by side with Destro. Batman 685, the nice Catwoman cover. Chew issue 1, oil.
That's a
Ooh.
fun series. If anyone
Shiny
anyone's
book.
ever read it.
We gave one of these away today, so I'll pull it out another one. First Jinx, first Tunnel Rat, first Outback, first Raptor.
Did you have that memorized, or is that written on the back?
I write them on the back.
Okay, because you can't. There's so many first appearances in G.I. Joe. There's no way to keep track.
I'll tell you what. I was damn surprised. There's one man on this planet who can, and that's Pocan Joe.
Yeah.
He
can recall it pretty good.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
We'll throw in a Red Sonja issue number 1.
Nice.
That's a good one.
That one hurt.
That's a good one.
That one hurt.
We'll throw in an Incredible Hulk 107.
Ooh.
Okay, I gotta get off for a second. I'm in pain. Don't do that.
First cameo of Legion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great
That's
Bill
a great
Sienkiewicz
book.
cover.
We gave one of these away today, so we'll give away another first Kate Kane.
Oh,
Those.
the Batwoman.
No, not yet. Just Kate Kane. Batwoman's in week 11.
I got the other one too.
Captain America 160. First Solar.
That's a nice one too.
Thor 226. Galactus
Ooh.
in shorts.
Yeah, look at him legs.
Second appearance of the Fire Lord.
Why is he in? Tell me, why is he in shorts? That's
It was the summer.
Because he's
I've
in
seen a
Georgia.
couple.
He's in North Carolina.
No, there's got to be a reason.
And
It
it's
was
not
leg
even-
day. It was leg
They
day.
just some shorts, man. He decided to wear his Speedo.
You're right. I thought I've seen a couple covers like that.
Thor
This
209,
one,
the first Demon Druid, aka Ultimus, the Kree Eternal.
I'm saying that it's 5 times fast.
Claim.
Strange Tales 148, the origin of the Ancient One, and first full appearance of Kalu.
Hey, look at Wong over there just going, what the hell, Doctor Strange? Come on. Help me out.
Because we don't give away anything good in this box, I thought throwing up first Dinobots. What the hell?
Nice, I got that.
Nice.
Dinobot.
Actually, I guess technically his first full appearance because they do make a cameo. A couple of
Hey,
issues.
Grimma.
And then again, because I don't give away anything good, here's another piece of garbage. I don't know, maybe second Hawkeye.
Jesus.
Another one.
That's fire. That is a
There you
fire.
go. That's what's going in the giveaway bin to replace what we pulled out today.
What a
Sweet.
nice man.
Rob, I love Only Slabs, but 4:30 is just I can't.
Hey, it's 11:30 for me. It's 2:30. You know, but I got a big contingent.
Spin this thing for you
For
guys.
me, I
There's
get
a-
home just in time.
There's a
to
big
move
contingent
back
from
everywhere.
UK that watches.
Yeah, a
So
little-
it's like
little
7:30 at night for them, and
Yeah. So
But
I picked up some blanks here. So we got some Infinity Gauntlet blanks that I picked up.
Is
So
that a Secret Wars banner at the bottom?
yeah, they don't have any other types. This was an A-OK from my best friend. Nice little Nakayama Jubilee. Yeah, so there's that. This came out of a mystery box. It was like a $20 mystery pack, so I got little Defenders there. Apparently, this is an era book. There's like a little panel with a rabbit, and he's cursing in the panel. So they have to pull it out. So that's cool.
I can't figure out
Another.
what Valkyrie is doing to poor cat.
We got some Doctor Who.
Yeah, nice. Doctor Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who. All right, and
Bondage cover.
some Jimmy Olsen.
That's a bondage cover as well.
Yeah, yep, he's definitely in bondage. Mhm. All right, we got some adventure comics.
Bondage cover. I mean, bro. Yeah, I mean, hey, man, listen,
Chained up, huh?
Yeah, but
we
it's
all got our stings, you know.
But
so-
but most of us, it's not male bondage. That
Another one.
Andy,
all right, that one's clean.
that was clean.
Yeah,
They're about to put him into bondage.
it doesn't count.
It doesn't count. All right. We got some X-Men 209.
I
Nice.
think that's like the first Nimrod or something, right?
I'm not sure. I think it's early Nimrod. So
Early Nimrod. That I think it's 189 is.
yeah, it's early Nimrod, but it's an important book though. I'll leave this one for last here. I got 186. Life Death Story. Picked this up for a cool $5. All right.
Did Barry Windsor sign ever? Like,
Does he sign?
Does he sign? But like, has he ever done any cons? Because that was one of my other questions.
Yeah.
I'm dying to get some stuff from him.
Yeah, I'm not sure. 187. And Pizza Rat, I actually know Kyle. I don't go out to his shop because he's all the way in the boondocks of Long Island, but I see him at the shows all the time. So he was at Heroes Con too. So I actually know Kyle. So I got Marvel .1, the first appearance of Nova. Sam Alexander.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Got that one there. So that was a nice pickup. I got this for free. Venom the Hunted.
Fire.
Ooh. Free? You
That-
overpaid.
What was that?
It's free, you overpaid.
I overpaid for free?
Leave the Venom alone.
Leave the Venom alone. LA, the Venom fell. All right,
Yeah.
Paul.
Leave
I got a
Venom
Spider
alone.
Gwen. I ended up picking up the Spider Gwen.
Nice.
Is that the real one?
This is the first one.
Nice.
I like
The-
Spider Gwen.
The
She's
red one's
awesome.
the first one. So the red one's the first. It's not the rarest one though. Then I picked up.
I think.
I picked up 155 of Wolverine.
Nice. I'm looking for that book too.
So you got that. And I picked up a Wolverine #1.
Nice.
This is one of those books I wanted to get, so I got that. And then I actually did this for Rich, and he wants to send it out. So this is actually a piece I did for Rich.
Oh, nice.
Send it out to
Let's go,
grade.
bro.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. Yeah, we're gonna send it out to grade. So it's gonna go to CGC. So I did that for Rich. He was just there like, oh wow, like he wasn't expecting it. So he just stood there like, oh man, can you get a slab? I was like, yeah, I can get a slab. He said, okay, let's send this to get slabs. So I'm gonna slab this for him. And finally,
Ooh.
What's that? I don't know what that is. Tell me.
Justice League New Frontier Darwin Cook goodness, but I do believe this is the reprint at a 9.6, special #1. But this is an all-time classic story.
Okay, cool.
So this is when DC Animated did their first animated series, they did this story.
Yeah. That's
So
on
this
Netflix too. No, I'm sorry, that's not Netflix. That's
It's on Max.
It's on Max, yeah.
It is an awesome Silver Age story. That's the idea. So it's meant to be based in the Silver Age. It is phenomenal. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out, dude. It's really good. The artwork is amazing in that story, and this is the first issue.
Wonder Woman is straight up badass in that.
And she's big, dude. They made her big.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see like hard Wonder Woman, that's the one.
Yeah, they turned her. They really made her into an Amazon. So there's a scene where Wonder Woman's in a bar. She's in like no. I'm just saying the bar. She's in the bar.
Tell me, it's cool.
And when you see Superman's about to approach her, she's at least a foot taller than him.
Yeah, she's big. She's almost like Big Barda.
Yeah, they made her like Big Barda. So there you have it, guys. That's what I picked up today.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Not bad, right? Not bad. But you could make me small again. You don't need to make me big anymore. Thank you.
So still only 35 cents. You're going to San Diego ComicCon, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I don't want to go, but I gotta go.
Don't be too excited.
Do I have to
Don't
go?
be too excited to go to one of my bucket list shows of my life because Todd McFarlane's going to be there.
So I'm actually doing it as we're having a bit of a holiday beforehand, and then that'll be the tag team at the end.
Gotcha. So it's going to be a
So
lot.
it'll be, yeah, driving down from LA. Excuse me. And we managed to get a hotel on points.
Really?
Which I was
Nice.
On point? That's cool.
That's like the bulk, isn't it? Like by the convention center.
That's the hardest part is getting the
Yeah.
hotel.
Yeah, it was crazy, and I managed to find one in the gas lamp district literally on points. I was just blown away. It was the one hotel that had it still on points.
Durs. Go ahead.
No, here you go.
Durs, you're gonna have to hit up Paul. I know Paul's going.
Yeah, I was just referencing they're starting to show a couple of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. I saw Alex Ross is doing a reprint of X-Men #1, but it's an Alex
Again?
Ross. So great.
Which one?
Like no, the original team.
Yeah.
One.
That's what I said. 1-1.
This.
Yeah, Pizza Rat. We gave him a shout out earlier for the Terrificon.
This cover, Izzy.
Am I sleeping on Terrificon? No, because I'll be there. I've seen that. He's done that cover before, hasn't he?
I don't know. Maybe it's a new one. Rups just shared it yesterday. Maybe it's something new. I don't know.
No, but I've seen him do that cover before.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's
years ago.
Who knows, dude?
I haven't even checked the list yet. I don't even know who's there. Like, so Todd will be there.
A lot of people.
It won't be as good as Heroes Con. I know that.
Daniel Warren Johnson will not be there or at New York Comic Con. He confirmed.
Yeah, that part I was like, man.
He confirmed that on Friday with the Dubs, and Frizen said she's done doing cons for the year after Heroes.
Done doing what?
Do you think she goes back to Heroes next year?
I don't know, probably.
They invited to a con, she'll show up, I bet.
Yeah, if they pay her enough money, she'll show up.
Yeah, we'll go.
I'm debating Baltimore again. I like Baltimore.
Well, if you go, let me know, because you know that's like 45 minutes from my house. I'll buy a ticket for Saturday or something.
I'm planning. I'm gonna go with the notion that I might go to Baltimore, but if my wife has her way, I won't.
Well, if I go, I just go for the day.
Regular.
I don't need Baltimore for 3 days. I just go on Saturday and do my
Well,
thing.
I will go on Friday and Saturday and leave Sunday morning. Kind of like what I do with Heroes.
Don't go with Pocan Joe. You'll never be seen again. Remy barely got out alive.
Dude.
They went to all kind of
Baltimore
places.
is awesome Saturday night. Baltimore is awesome Saturday night.
Dave, the other year when me and my brother went, and my wife said, why don't y'all just spend the night? And I was like, all right. She booked us a room, and so we meet up with Pocan Joe and Dave and Remy, and we're sitting there and we're having drinks and stuff. And he's like, all right, my brother is beat. I can just see it in his face. And I've already had like three drinks here at this point. So I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty good. And they're like, all right, we're going. And I was like, yeah, we're going back to the hotel. So at 5 a.m., I wake up because of the way I live with the work and everything. And I look on my phone, and Remy's did this post, and it had something to do with like the casino. They went to the casino. And I'm like, that's literally just 20 minutes ago when he posted that.
We left there, and it was like we bar hopped in that little square.
I know
where
exactly
they were having
where you
like the rave.
And
then we hung out there, and then we ended up going strange back alleys. We hit a strip club. We hit the casino.
This was Baltimore?
Yeah, I got back.
This last year?
No, that was the year before, I think.
Oh, I was about to say, because I was there, and I didn't hear you guys.
It was the year before, and I remember this one part, Joe. You said that y'all were in that club, and this woman kept walking over, and Joe's like, "Here's 20. Leave us alone. I'm trying to talk to my friend."
Yeah. We literally we like found ourselves at the worst alley you could find, and it was like this 4 corners setup, and then there were strip clubs there, and some guy was like, "Hey, y'all want to go down here?" And it's just like dark stairs, and it was like, "All right."
In Baltimore, man, that's dangerous, dude.
And we like traveled into this basement, and then Joe starts giving the girls money, like, all right, just leave us alone for a couple.
I would have been like, am I gonna die here?
Look, they went to such a bad part that the Uber driver wouldn't even come in close enough. They would walk into it.
Yeah, we had to travel 2 blocks to get the Uber to go to the casino. Yeah. That was the night I was like, all right, Joe, whatever, like, I'll follow you. Whatever you do, You know, and then he was like, "All right, how much money you bring to the casino?" I was like, "I don't know, $200." He's like, "Really? That's it?" And I was like, "All right, I'll let me take out some more money." You know what I mean? I was like, "I'll follow your lead, whatever we're doing." But
How'd that work?
yeah.
Was it
Did you
success?
win?
Yeah, he won.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I think that was a picture of me with like $100 chips in my hand.
Yeah.
Did you spend the money in the con or you just kept it?
No, I think that was the last like night of the con. Like I want to
Oh.
say the next morning, I had to check out. Like we
Yeah.
got back at 6, and then I had to pack up my stuff and leave.
So basically, he had no sleep at all, and then he had to drive all the way back down to North Carolina. I was like, "Damn, bro."
Yeah, because I want to say that was Sunday, and I had to leave that because I had to get back to like
Yeah.
work on Monday. It was awful.
Yeah.
Remy, where are you at?
I'm in Winston, in North Carolina.
Oh, you're in Winston. I'm in Charlotte. I always
Yeah,
forget you're in.
yeah.
Dave, have you ever been to Baltimore?
Yeah, twice. No,
I
I,
just-
went
I-
pre-COVID, post-COVID. I was there
Yeah,
last
I mean,
year.
it's just too tight. That's my only concern.
Remy, if I'm ever somehow in Winston, I'll hit you up.
It's too tight.
I was there the last 2 years. I've been in Baltimore though, and I tabled 2 years ago at Baltimore.
No
So-
one would have. No one would have known.
all the way in the end. All the way in the end, I was tabling. They gave us we had three. Me and my boys had 3 tables, and they just gave us all 3 tables at the very end. So we had a pretty cool setup.
Nice.
No.
How much is the table?
They're not that expensive. I don't remember off the top of my head, but for us to get 3 tables out of it, it did not cost us that much.
Right. And Rob,
So-
for the first heroes, did they give you did they throw it in, or did you have to was it nominal because it was a charity?
No. Well, there's a charity option that you could do where it would be free if you go through stuff, but you have to provide certain information, and then you're going to get some of these perimeter. Yes, Remy.
Oh no, I was after when you're done, I can.
Oh, then you get some of the perimeter booths and whatnot. You kind of get the non-premium locations because you're just a charity type thing, versus paying for the booth. So paying for the booth, like the booth that we had, 10x10, it was like $700, and that included 3 passes, and then you could buy 2 additional ones for like $50.
Is that all
That's
3
not
days?
bad. That's not bad.
$700 break it down to 3 days, so.
That was for the whole time period was $700. So
Yeah. So, what's $700 break it down into 3? Be like what?
Well, what we did is we paid for, our passes. The portion what we would have paid for the passes out of our pocket because we were going to go anyways, and then the booth proceeds were then paid for. The booth was paid for before everything started going into the thing. So,
but you still get the you get the exhibitor pass.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Hi, Remy.
I was going to say you made a good choice because I saw those poo-poo free tables and they were awful. I felt bad for some of those guys. Like you travel and you could see the people that were just there, and it's like, oh man.
No, you know who had really bad tables? The eBay guys.
Yeah, they stuck those guys in nowhere's land.
They hunked them into like a corner somewhere. Like, this is how we feel about you guys.
Dude, shout out to Austin, man. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have found those guys, and I needed to find Javon Jordan. So they were definitely tucked away in the corner. So I got.
And every time I walked by there, they just didn't even. I mean, they didn't look like they were doing anything.
They did not seem like they were having fun.
No, they had Johnny Desjardins there a couple times, and that was like one of the biggest dudes I wanted to see at the con. So,
but Desjardins part of that crew, though. Desjardins all part of that crew.
And he was only there when I think he was like contractedly obliged to be there because he was like doing a couple sketch covers.
One of my favorite non-comic booths was the one I went with Durs and Lady Durs. Was What was that action figure?
It's this one. It's
Those
this
are
one.
dope.
Mythic Legions. That's the only thing you need to worry about when you're talking about toys, unless it's Todd McFarlane. But Mythic Legions, like, look at
Dude, those guys are so
Hang on,
cool. They
that's-
talk to
that's
you
all-
and everything.
That's all lore about the characters. These are all individual sculpts. This dude's a genie, but yeah, these are wild.
Do they cure
Dude, I
cancer?
knew it was the genie
No.
from the
They
last.
don't.
Do they try to cure cancer?
They probably could. I could definitely next time I
They
see
probably
them.
could.
I saw that
Yeah.
booth. I didn't know
I'll
what
get
they
a
were
business
doing.
card in
Now.
your pocket, Rob. You wait.
I saw that one, but like I said, I didn't know what the heck it was.
Dude, it was cool.
Yeah,
It
so
was
they're
really
one of my
cool. The
buddies.
guy,
Big
dude,
Doe.
they had a freaking,
Go ahead.
they had a
Bob.
freaking centaur with a bow and arrow, and I'm like, dude,
I'll
damn.
explain here. Let me explain. For
Okay.
These guys are.
The best table besides
Okay,
Comic
that is-
Street Cancer, the best table was the Nomin table.
Just raise
Overall, greatest table in the con.
But cash only, people. Cash only.
Cash only.
Oh, it's my turn now. Yeah, we need to take turns because like talking over each other is wild. But I gotta plug those dudes. So if you're ever at a con, you ever see them, they're all sculpted, and us as comic book readers, I think you would gravitate towards them because, like I said, there's books and there's like lore behind them, and they're not some chump company, small company. Mythic Legion, Savage Crucible, like this was $50 at the table. This online is almost a $200 figure. So that's
cool.
I'm just the quality.
If you're into fantasy stuff, I suppose, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm into-
Well, no. So they have Rob. You would go wild over their new thing called Cosmic Legion,
Bye, everybody.
which is nothing but bubblehead,
Oh, Taylor.
bubble helmets.
Bye, Taylor.
I love you.
Maybe.
But it's
I don't
all
know.
it's all
I'm
bubble.
not a
it's
toy,
all
I'm not a
bubble
toy guy,
helmets.
so
I know. I'm just saying. That's why I.
But do they have licenses?
I gotta talk about this. There's something we need to talk about, man. There's something we have to talk about.
oh, you got it signed. Nice.
My worst, and it was my worst experience with a creator of all time in my short span of meeting creators. So I got this book signed, which again, shout out to Rob for AOKing me this. I'm hyped to get it signed because I'm a gamer guy. But I go to Simon Beasley, he starts signing it, and he has a lady friend there with him. And I'm filming, and anytime even though I was press pass and all that, I still am always, before I even walk up to a booth, I say, hey, is it okay if I record? So even though you're at a con and most people are just walking around record, I feel weird doing it. So I always just ask, because if you tell me no, you don't want me to record, I'm not going to record. So just courtesy. So he's like, yeah, cool, man. I love the interaction. So he signs the book. And then he hands the pen and he goes to the chick next to him. And he's like, here, baby, hold this. And then he like stops for a second, signs the next two. I have it all on camera. So I'm just saying, signs the next two books after me. And then I go, I shake his hand, give him the $10 or whatever. And I go to walk away. And he's like, hey, man, come here. I need to talk to you. And he like pulls me aside. He's like, you were recording that, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, I need you. Don't delete the whole thing because I like the interactions, but delete the baby part in the beginning. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you can't have that in the video. So either A, she didn't look underage, but she also didn't look elderly enough to be his girlfriend or wife. So that's all I'm saying, dude.
So the guy's trying to protect he's trying to protect himself. Why is that a bad interaction?
Because you're at a comic book convention where you have thousands of people filming you at all times.
What's his name?
Maybe it's not about who he's with, and more of the fact that in this cancel culture world we're living in, referring to her as baby or whatever was. He's paranoid about how people are going to perceive that and go after him.
And that's how I took it. And when I walked away, but the way he like pulled, it was just so awkward and so weird. I was just like, dude, I just won't even post it, man.
It might have been somebody that he shouldn't be calling baby.
That's what Mark said. Mark's like save that stuff. So in a couple of years now, some like scandalous stuff comes out, I can post that and go viral.
I mean, like that, maybe he didn't mean to call her baby at that exact moment.
Now we can see Dirt. Dirt has a video. Bigsby calls a girl baby.
If I gave her an honest, just looking at her age, maybe like 27, 28. Like
how old is he?
He's up there.
60s? He looked like he was probably in his 60s.
Okay.
That's
But I
what
don't
I'm
know,
saying.
man.
Maybe maybe
it
that
was
is
weird.
Spidey's been around the block for a long time now.
Oh yeah, oh for sure. But it rubbed me in. It was a little spicy.
That is kind of weird.
Well, he's trying to protect himself in that way, I guess.
But either way, shout out to Rob.
But
And
it doesn't
still,
matter because you still saying this whole story 100 times. So much about protecting him.
Yeah, yeah.
It's now out there. It's on this stream.
Even though, yeah, it's owned and copyrighted by and branded by Collecting Players. So sorry, guys.
Only copyrighted.
I gotta go because we got
Fine.
a family day. But I wanted to pop in and say
Later,
hi.
brother.
Hey,
Much love
thanks
to
for
you.
jumping on.
But if
See you soon. Take care.
Take care.
Later, brother.
Another one.
What were you showing? Let me see that Thor. You did something cute.
What's wrong, Jim?
So the question I have is how long are we going to be talking about heroes for? 2
Hey,
weeks,
Jim,
3 weeks
next time-
before we get
Jim,
before we
next
stop
time
talking.
we meet, we gotta talk Arsenal.
Till next week. Next week I will, because like I said, man, I still got some good footage I want to put up. My stream tomorrow will be the last like kind of showing off. I
I'm
have
so pissed. I can't make
the
it.
full interview with Gene. Shout out to Rob. It was for setting that up and letting me go talk to Gene from Shortbox. I posted like a 1 minute clip on Instagram, but I did a whole 5 minute video. He pulled out Detective Comics. I think it was 37, 31. The classic cover with the castle in the background. Batman standing with the castle. He
We had
pulled
that
out.
last year today.
Yeah, he talked about that. He had that from his PC, and he talked about Shortbox. And I don't do interviews or whatever, but it was really, really good. And he was a professional. The other guy was a professional. So that's still coming. And then I think that's about it, man. So next week will be the final. And I've been saving the somber posts for last, like all the homie posts. I wanted to get all the celebrities out of the way. I wanted to get all my stuff out of the way. And then I'll have one final post, like with all my pictures with everybody. So that'll be the end.
Do you need me to send you the? Oh, you probably have it.
Well,
Send it, sure, dude. I was very bad at taking pictures with everybody. I kind of slacked on
I'll
that.
send you the picture later, Durst.
Works for me, brother.
You know what, Durst? You did it exactly the way you're supposed to. You
Awesome.
chopped it up. You got a little
I got
bit of
that.
everything, and you sent it out there,
Dude,
bro.
that is gorgeous.
I got my goal done. D-Dubs and Jang, the one thing I went there for. I picked up Godzilla on the side, so I was happy.
I ended up having breakfast with John Jang.
That's awesome, man. I talked to him a long time.
When we were at the airport on the way back.
Nice.
Because we're both waiting. We both were on the same flight, and so we were waiting for the flight to show up. And the place was a madhouse. We went and found a place to go have breakfast, sit down, just chat about stuff. And I didn't talk about really too much in the way of comics. Just
the same, dude. That's what I have.
Just
I
two
have,
dudes talking in
exactly.
breakfast.
I didn't know Lady Durs was filming me, and I have like a 10-minute clip of me and him just talking about just anime and random stuff like that. He's awesome.
I had a 3-minute conversation with him at his booth, and I said, "Well, you know," he's like, "Hey, I feel like I'd seen you before." I said, "Well, I've been on a couple of Legion of Comics chats. You might have seen me in there." And he's like,
I'm a little known in these parts of the world.
And I said, you know, I love the Optimus Prime you did. A friend of mine, E-Man, he posted it, and immediately I had to go find it.
Oh, the BTC one.
And then I like the current Iron Man you did, but then the rest of it doesn't move me. That's what I told him.
Nice.
And he was like, "That's cool." I mean, you know. I like to be honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat
That's the
it.
beauty of. That's why.
You
That's
know,
one of my favorite things.
So
about
I had a really cool Oh, go ahead, Jim.
I saw somebody. Maybe it was it you, Rob? Somebody got a Mike Grell piece of Batman, and it didn't look like Mike Grell, like his artwork. So
wasn't there.
To
me, it didn't look like Mike Grell, but
it was probably Mike Brell.
Huh?
It was probably Mike Brell.
Well, I don't know, but when he said it, I was like, wow, that's not good if that's Mike Grell, because he's done better. And I think he should. I mean, usually those guys draw, when they draw, they don't deviate that much. And the body style looked almost Venom-y like. It was really big and muscly, and it's not his style. So
Like
that's
that?
cool.
Muscularly?
But no, I mean, it was like a full sketch, and it just didn't. I don't know.
I'm
it didn't
addicted.
look right.
I'm addicted to sketch covers, and it's my favorite thing.
Yeah, I can't. So I actually had a really cool interaction with John Jang, and we talked, and I'm like, yeah, I know you're good buddies with, or you know my buddy Paul in the 619. He's like, yeah, love Paul. Paul's a great dude. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm on his show, and you do one of his intros, saying you're watching Paul in the 619. He's like, yeah, Paul's a good dude. So I got a package from Paul actually, and he sent me a Death Rage, and I give it to John, and he's like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen one of these in many, many years. Where'd you get this?" I said, "I got it from Paul," and he's like, "No way." And he said, and he signed it in silver, and it looks great because it's I think it's Death Rage #1, where it's like the gun, and he signed the fire, like the bullets coming out, and it looks great. It's on my video. And before I leave, he's like, "By the way, tell Paul I say hi." And I said, "Yes, I will." And he took a picture with me. Yeah, John's a great dude. I feel
Did
like
you tell
I've
him
had
hi
a
yet?
good
Did you tell
friendship
Paul
with him.
hi yet?
I'm sorry?
Did you tell Paul hi yet?
No.
I did. Paul
Okay.
chuckled. I was
Uh-oh.
like, "That's awesome."
Hi, Angel.
Remy's in trouble. Moment's here.
Uh-oh.
She's coming down to whoop
This
his.
is terrible. Do you even YouTube, bro?
That makes me laugh every time. Do you even YouTube, bro?
Hey, Angel.
Hey.
Hey.
I can't hear anybody.
We can hear you.
Hi.
Yay! How is everybody today?
Good. How are you?
Well.
This is terrible. Do you even YouTube, bro?
Thanks, Timu.
Check this out, y'all.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Viva Las Vegas.
And what happens in Vegas
Hopefully stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
gets recorded.
Doesn't come
I'm
home
not
with
even
you.
gonna hit the button anymore. I just
You know, my wife was happy to see there was somebody out there shorter than she was.
I love meeting your wife. She was so sweet. And we
Yeah,
had to talk about chickens. That's awesome.
Dude, Jim, next time we're gonna talk Arsenal more.
There you
We had a
go.
brief Arsenal conversation, but we'll definitely do it more.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, that was funny.
I wish John Jang had a bigger signature. Random
No,
thought.
you should have seen the guy ahead of me. There was a guy ahead of me, and there was another guy ahead of him who couldn't.
Oh,
stop
was there another guy in
talking.
front of him?
Oh my God, was there
And
anybody
I'm
behind
like-
them?
I'm like,
That's
oh
the
my
big
God.
question. Was there anybody
But no,
behind
the
you
guy
guys?
ahead of me.
it was crazy.
The guy
They
ahead
were
of
all
me.
in a row. It's called a line.
Yeah, it's called, I know it's called the line.
It was
There's a
crazier.
guy-
In the UK, they call it a queue.
Yeah,
Oh,
the guy,
no.
the guy ahead of me though was really nice. He's like, "You're only getting one book signed?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I said, "Oh, you have 3?" And he's like, "Dude, you could go ahead of me." I'm like, "Dude, thanks."
Shout out to the lady at Jenny Prison that had 500 books getting signed. That let
Oh,
us know.
jeez.
She had 500, literally.
And that's why she's not doing any more cons?
I think so, dude. There was, I know Nirvana Comics was there that had her sign a ton of books, and then
She had
was doing,
500. Don't tell me
Yeah,
she's
she had
gone
500
home one
books.
day.
I don't know.
Was she charging at least? I hope.
Well,
I
she
know,
did
right?
Five free, so at least she got 495 of them paid for, I guess.
How much? How much a book?
I don't. $5. I think it was $5 a book after that.
A cheese.
Sure. I'm pretty
Had
positive.
to have had a
I'm
deal.
sure-
She had to have been
I'm
like,
sure
just
that-
sign this. and
Right,
it's
because she was
X
talking
amount.
with her rep, but she literally had an entire wagon, and
I
that's
hate
what somebody
that.
did. That's what somebody did with Daniel Warren Johnson last year.
I hate wagons.
That's what those are the things where like I do like that Scotty set up on the con. It said that if you were getting, you know, if you had these large quantities, that you had to sign up for one of his like special slots.
Yeah,
that you would.
Right.
That way you weren't taking up the floor for having
Dude,
him sign
his line,
100
his line was too long. Shout out to Chris, man. I didn't even I saw him. He was like third in line. I was like, he's like, hey, you got any Scotty books you need signed? I was like, yeah, actually, can you have this for me with the cash? Because it was like an hour and a half wait, and I just got that wait. They didn't want to.
I walked by there.
Sorry, go ahead, Rob.
I walked by there and he was same thing. He's like, he took my books and he was in line. I was like, the guy behind him was mugging me the whole time. I'm like,
Same. But I roasted Chris because he was like second or third in line, and there's like three
It was me.
signs.
I was meeting my y'all.
No filming, no live streaming, no nothing. And I like walk up, and Chris is definitely live streaming, zooming in on Scotty as he's signing books, and I was like, shame.
That's because he knows Chris.
Yeah, he did do an intro for Chris. They are roommates now.
I don't know if they're roommates, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't get anything from Scotty because I'm going to see him in Terrific. I figured might as well wait there.
Nice.
No, the cool thing about Jenny was I felt like an idiot. Though,
I went there 3
but
times
she
to get
was-
something signed by Scotty, and I was rejected. So I gave
So
up.
Jenny was leaving her booth, and I know she had a panel, and I was like, "Hey, just saying, if you don't mind, tell me here one day. Would you mind signing this book real fast before you go to your panel? Because I didn't know how long I was going to stay, to be honest." And she's like,
Jenny's
"Yeah,
on it.
I don't mind at all." She was so nice.
Yeah,
I didn't know there were
Who's that?
panels.
Who was really nice?
Jenny Frizen.
Oh, yeah.
It was those private signings, Izzy. It wasn't really a panel.
No, there was panels. There was real panels.
She did it
but they
before
had-
the panel. Because right when I got in their line, they're like, "We're cutting it off. Just go to a panel." I'm like, "Great."
'Cause I know
I
at
have
a
to
bunch
wait
of different
another hour to
times.
get.
I was sad that Miko wasn't there.
Miko was in Dallas. He did Dallas the week before.
Oh yeah,
That's on him.
He was
That's
at
his-
well.
His
He was
badness.
he was at Boston that week.
He was in Boston.
Yeah.
Shame on him, Miko.
Well,
that's Fan Expo.
It had to do with who was willing to pay for him to come out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was. Was he
I
with
don't
the?
care
I think
for
he was
my
with
selfish
Unknown.
reasons.
He was there
Last
last year.
last
yeah.
year,
Last year.
Nakayama.
This
Yeah,
year
so
he-
was David Nakayama.
That was
Right,
the thing.
but
We
I
got
needed
that.
a remark on the other side of the X-Men.
Yeah, Angel wanted
Yeah.
to get another remark this year to match the one from last year, and
Nice.
but he wasn't there.
No, this
I
year
think
he
I'm
was.
already starting a stack for next year's books. I'm bringing like that Spider-Man blank cover, the black cover that's blank. Get that sketch cover. I have another Frizen. I'm gonna start a stack for next year.
So he was with Big Time this year over in Boston because.
I see.
Ooh,
That's my boy right there.
That was the
That's
one
fire.
from last year.
That's fire. That's
Mhm.
fire.
And so she wanted to get like the connecting cover with like we were thinking like Rogue or something on the other side.
That'd be dope.
I'm a
That'd be
huge
cool.
Rogue fan. I'm trying to find a cool Rogue cover.
But
I think
No,
that
this
he
is-
didn't have a lot of prospects when we went up there. It was Sunday. He looked sad. And I was just like, "Hey, man, do whatever you want." And he's like, "Who's your favorite?" And I was like, "I don't know, Rogue, Gambit." He's
Rogue
like,
is
"I'll draw you a
Oh,
Gambit."
the goatee. Did you leave Weeks to sign it?
no, I wanted to get it. We were gonna get it graded, and they cut us off.
Ah.
I felt
We
like the
we
whole
looked around
con
at
was
it,
just
but-
like, "Oh, you're too late for that. Oh, you're too late for that.
Well, yeah,
You missed
they
that."
kind of did that with Daniel Warren Johnson on Saturday, where it's like we're gonna change it to ticket system, and it was like it was 10:30 and the tickets were gone.
They changed it to
Yeah.
tickets. I've never seen that.
They changed it to tickets, so you have to get a ticket.
Well, I went to Scotty on Saturday, and they said, "Oh, he's gone for the day. Come back
Yeah,
tomorrow. It'll be 1 to 5. Come back." and I would be here like 12:45 because usually that's when they'll start the line. So I was like, okay, I'll be there at 12, like 10, 12:15, maybe 12:30. I think it was earlier than that. And they're like, yeah, we already cut the line off. And I was like, well, F it. And then I went back and it was like 20 minutes before he was supposed to be gone. And they're like, yeah, we're already shut down. And I'm like,
Wow.
bro, I have 15 minutes.
Right.
I'm curious how he's going to be in Terrific, because you got names that are much bigger than him. Like in this particular show, he seemed to have been the top artist. It just appeared to be that way.
Well, it's like it's almost like it's his con.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's necessarily the top artist, but he definitely dominates the con.
I say he's the top artist because he won the auction. If it was a battle between the auction.
Well, he won the auction last year, I think.
That's just because somebody is willing to give their several mortgage payments to pay for his his
Well,
things.
this year I heard that it was him.
No, they bought their own. They pretty much bought their own stuff back.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So they bought, but which is fine because they bought their own stuff. They could use a tax write-off for a charity. So whatever. That's how they do. That's how they do.
All I know is there's plenty of other creators there that are, in my opinion, that are better than him, and they didn't have as big a lines. And I was, well,
that's the thing.
Exception of Roy Thomas and maybe Paramount and Jurgens.
It's easy.
But they didn't have long lines either. They just talk a lot.
Think of the not the quality of covers he's putting out, but the amount of covers he's putting out.
No, it's just, again,
it's perfect timing as well because the little big marvels are going on right now, and it's he's. If I would say if there's anybody who not Marvel's top artist, but their most featured artist, I would say him. He's the most. He's on almost.
Well, I didn't really care one way or the other, and then Twitch.
Exclusive.
He's from a different. He's actually from a different kind of style, right? So his style is very. It's a very popular
I collect all his
style.
covers. I'm just saying he's on every Marvel
like a chibi style almost.
Yeah, he got the chibi style going on for him. And
well, see, I wasn't really into like any of his artwork, and then I started reading Twig, and then that's when I'm like, you know what? But, like, yeah,
he's a good
that was
writer.
a good one.
He's actually a really good writer.
Ain't no grave, guys. If you were sleeping on that, make sure you were reading that. This one right
but,
here.
But
I haven't even finished that series, to be honest with you.
This just dropped. This is issue number 2.
Yeah.
This is the 1 in 25. But this is phenomenal. It's written by him, and the art is done by Jorge Corona.
It's written by who?
Scotty. It's written by Scotty, but the art is done by Jorge Corona, the same dude who's on here. I'll open this one up. It's the same guy who's doing the art for Transformers right now.
Has anybody read the I Hate Fairy Tales?
Yeah, I did, but I fell off a little bit. It got too kiddie for me. But like this artwork is so basically she's like she's going to kill death is her goal. Like her whole thing is she's trying to kill death. But like the artwork's phenomenal. Like I said, if you're reading Transformers, you're gonna recognize the art.
All right, guys, I gotta go. Heading out. Love you all.
Bye.
Rob, by the way, I really like your Bender piece done by Bill Morrison. That was dope. I was like, dude, it'd be cool too if it was like Bender fighting a Rock'em Sock'em robots.
No, the whole purpose was actually to get Zap Brannigan on the cover.
Oh, I gotta go, y'all. I'm being paged.
Bye.
I gotta go.
Get
Drink
your
some
work.
alcohol. Bye.
What's up, Rob?
Because Zap Brannigan's uniform is the same, was modeled after Magnus Robot Fighter's outfit from the Gold Key in the 60s. So yeah, so it's a deep cut cover as well as a fun cover because you have, if you know the 60s Magnus Robot Fighter, then you totally get it, and it's like, oh my god, that's just absolutely fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, Bill Morrison seems cool.
Love it, Rob.
All I know is
It was actually a Beckerman idea. Beckerman and I one time were talking about stuff, and he's a big Bill Morrison guy and stuff, and he's like, you should totally get him to do Zap Brannigan and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. Perfect. So I became fixated on that.
All I know is following the Rob Fatstack's plan of attack. I can tell you that doing it this year was successful for me. It's like, you know, if you follow the program, you're guaranteed success. And I felt like I succeeded by following his program and doing what you needed to do at Heroes Con.
I got more done in one day than I thought I would have.
That's all I'm going to say. I am convinced I am a henchman that is in the game, and I was just like, God darn, this worked out exactly the way he said it would. If I do it this way,
there you go. Make yourself big so you can show.
There you go. Show him the.
Oh,
that's one of those great. That's one of the good covers too.
Yeah,
You know, the backside's got the. Does the backside on that one have the pinup? Yeah.
Man, where'd you get that, Remy? That's tight.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah.
Man cave, you want
back in the early days when Parham would come on the show and he'd give away slab. He had a box of slabs he was giving away.
Gonna say.
What's funny is, so I got that, and then I ended up sending him a slab and a note that said, "I know this is nothing, but."
I can't remember. Look up, and I'm curious if that's a better grade than the
It
one I
was
have.
the Tales of G.I. Joe #2, was it?
No, so it actually, the funny thing is, the next time he was on Rob's show, because it was something Hitler related.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, he the next show that he did, he was like, yeah, I got this AOK from Remy. He's like, so I figured I would show some of my World War II slabs. And it was like, he went into all these like Nazi covers and everything.
Dude, you know who has? I don't know if Doc's seen, but Pocan Joe on Gary V's 1011 just did some military covers.
Yeah, well, Doc's collecting, was at one point trying to collect all the Hitler covers.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it wasn't just, whereas Joe's going after like books of people smiling while they're killing someone.
Yeah, which was weird. I was like, what the?
And his is mostly, Joe also stayed in the Army mostly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's what a lot of those covers were, people smiling while they're doing that stuff. And it's like, it was so funny. It's like, I was describing that to someone and they're like, oh, who the hell's doing that? Collecting that. I said, oh, it's Pocan Joe. And they go, oh, well, shit, that makes sense. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, Remy, that's nice. I only have a 6.0 on that book there. That's very cool.
What? You got a better one than Rob?
Hey, you know what?
Jim's voice. What?
That's that run is, it's the difference between a 6.0 and a 7.0 is like nothing.
Minuscule.
I'm happy with what I got. I got that's issue 3. I need to get issue 4. I'm missing issue 4. I should come back to my Magnus run. I haven't worked on my Magnus run in a while.
There you go. You know, we were talking about,
or it's half of them. Half the run is reprints.
There you go, Jim.
Yeah, there you go. We were talking about different panels. You know, when I was waiting to get in on Saturday or whatever, I was looking at the event schedules that they had for Saturday, and I feel like if I can figure out how to fit some in, I'm going to try to go to one, because like they had this one, they had Alan Davis, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, Kevin Nolan, and Paul Pelleter. I don't know. It was a draw and talk, and you had the opportunity to win the sketch in a raffle, which would have been dope. But then there was another one that was estate planning for comics and collectibles, and I thought that was interesting.
My whole estate planning is that they all belong to my estate, and which is part of the trust. And I've made sure I told my kids, you see these are not to be in on a garage sale for $5 a piece.
Right. Well, it talks about that strategic planning and bequeathing, liquidating, and donating your collection. They would discuss current markets and significant finds, high-end collections, which I believe are yours, and pedigrees and recommendations for dealing with inherited items, heirlooms, and so forth. And I just thought, damn, I should have gone. I mean, I don't have what you have, Rob, but still, I would want
I think people
I need to have a
overestimate what I
plan.
have, but still, yeah, I have a plan. It's somebody else's problem.
Yeah, I know. I've
It's
heard you say
weird
that
you
before,
guys
but
are-
I don't think that. Well, you know what? I think your wife is smart enough to know what to do.
Oh, my wife knows what to do. She was a comic book person before I was.
Right? She would. Know
She's
what
got
to
boxes of comics out on the racks out in the garage. So
it's weird that you guys are talking about this because I was thinking about this earlier. That I am one of the younger dudes in the community, so like I was just speculating if we all stay nice and healthy and all live full lives, that you never know, man. One day I might be digging through your guys' collection in some back issue bins or something.
Whoa,
at LCS randomly. Not
Could
you,
be.
Box. You're younger than me, man. So I'm just saying.
it could
full
be. I mean, it could
healthy,
be
full
2
healthy.
2 years from now. Durs could be going through my stuff.
No.
Yeah.
No, not 2 years, man. Full healthy lives, bro.
Oh, 3 years. Okay, good, cool.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's
Giving you 3 years, Rob.
There's no awkward conversation there that's going to be had.
No.
The message of, well, I know so and so has passed, but
You know,
we
Ben.
do with all those
Yes, only good
Real-
things, so dear.
Real life. My wife's plan, what she knows, and I've talked to, is to contact the Illuminati.
Well, that's. I mean, you know, that's kind of what I was leading at
Specifically
towards
Nick.
Rob. I'm sure she would get in contact with some people.
The comic book Illuminati or the other Illuminati?
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically, like obviously, like Pops is the no-brainer, but
Not she knows not to call Tyler.
if
right?
me and Pops go while together in a car or something, she knows who to hit up.
Not Tyler. Got it. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
not Tyler.
Not Tyler.
Any of them but Tyler.
There's only one book of
I'm not
yours.
even,
that
not
I'm
even sure if
interested in
everyone else
more.
is. If every other member of the Illuminati's gone, still skip Tyler.
Go to
Find,
Jack.
go down the street, find somebody on the corner who's just ask them randomly. Hey, what do you guys
Watch
do?
reruns of In the Mix and see who the guest.
I was just gonna say, yeah, you got
Yeah, I was a guest once. Beckerman was a guest once, and
Yeah, they're gone. It's like, okay, now we're gonna go to the second tier. We'll go Austin. We'll go Drac.
Oh, Drac was on. Yep, Austin. Yep, for sure.
That's funny. That's funny.
You go scrape the bottom of the barrel before you eventually get to me.
You're in California.
I am now, right?
You make
But
bad financial decisions.
I am now.
So
What do you think? I bought my house of 20-something years ago when it was cheap. Ish.
You sell it and live like a
Stone Man
king
of
over there. I
Saturn.
told you could buy James Brown's old house. You could live like James Brown.
Drugs.
Ooh.
Hey, first Ramita on Spider-Man. Hey, not the first Ramita on Spider-Man.
Ooh, first
Also,
Whiplash.
Not the
Oh,
first
yeah.
Ramita on
Hey.
Spider-Man.
He has that one too.
Bro, why are you talking like
Hey.
Mickey Mouse?
Twinsies.
Yeah, except this one is the Frankenstein book because I picked up 2 copies. This one is actually somebody took out all of the Captain America and they assembled in. It's runs backwards, but it's issues 94, 95, 96, and 97. Just the Iron Man stories, including for some reason, like here's a back cover of a book in the middle, and there's another.
Wow,
Here's
someone
another.
must-
Here's another cut. Here's another cover. This is issue 95 in here because it starts because like I said, if you go in the back, it starts here. Somebody put issue 94 is the very back, and then it's issue 95, and then there's issue 96 and issue 97.
Clay. How much do you
And it-
want for it?
Yeah,
and
that's
it's all-
Remy.
It's all Iron Man only, no Captain America. But even though it starts with the oldest book in the back, the book still runs normal front to back.
It's
So,
like a manga.
So it doesn't. No, it's not even a manga because a manga at least you'd read the first page would have been here and you would have flipped through it. This you have to
Oh,
flip
yeah,
part way through, then read it normal, then go part way through further to read it normal.
How's it connected though? Is it taped?
No,
with
they
staples.
actually it's like glued because when I go into it, it doesn't quite open 100% of the way. They've glued
That's
this.
cool.
It's all sealed, rebound. Yeah,
Claim. Rob, just tell me what you want for it, sir.
it was just funny
That
because
weird stuff to Remy. He lives for that shit.
this book was so I picked up 2. This book was in the bin right next to us. or the booth next to us at Heroes. I
gotta
picked
check
up 2
mine.
copies. One which was a normal copy, which I paid like $30 for, and then this one was tagged at 16. And so I said, well, at $16, I'm going to grab that and I'm going to throw that in the giveaway bin. That'd be awesome. And then when I pulled it out and started looking at it, I'm like, wait a second. This is like, as soon as I grabbed it, I said, this is way thicker than a normal book. And then I started digging into it. Well, first of all,
Oh my gosh, mine is the same thing. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Except that it's all the Captain America stories only.
Right. Now, Boggs, that just proves to you that these dealers do not look at all these books. Right?
Yeah, because it was just tagged as VG.
Yeah. I mean, they're looking at the cover. They're going, it's probably a VG. We're going to give it to $60. I bought a book at my LCS that was not anything special. It was a run filler Avengers book. And when I flipped the cover open, inside the first page was
the signature.
Yeah, Sal Buscema's signature on it. And I know that they never saw that.
You know, this is just an example of, fortunately, this is a $16 book. It's no big deal. I'm not sweating it. But if you were buying a bigger book, this was like a $200 or $300 book. It's why you do want to take a look and unless it's slabbed, it's good to take a look and see inside of them and check those pages and whatnot. Because otherwise, if you bought this for $200 or $300 or something, and you got home and then you looked at it and realized now it's only worth something to somebody who just wants it as a curiosity.
I mean, I don't know. For
Didn't
me,
that
I
happen
feel
to
like-
Burke?
I feel like you're getting a 4-for-1. Like there's so many books that you're getting in just that one. It's
I feel like that happened to Burke.
a bundle. It's a bundle deal. Is what
It's a
that is.
curiosity book at this point. Somebody did something
Bounce,
with,
guys.
and
Much love.
so
Jim in the chat.
Yeah.
I feel like that was what happened to Burke one time. Like he bought something at a con and then he had to
Oh,
go
no,
back because
he had the one that was cut up.
Yeah.
Had like holes in it, but
Nice.
it wasn't like they clipped out
I'll be right back.
a coupon. It was like a kid just went crazy with scissors and like did an octagon and a triangle and
Right.
like, all kinds
Right.
of crazy crap.
I
And
knew it was
like,
something
right
weird
there.
like that.
Yeah.
So
that was the one he didn't know until he got home and then looked at it. And it was, I want to say it was like, what was it? It was like the
It was a
first appearance
Batman
of,
book.
The first
Harley
Batgirl.
Quinn or something. It was like a bigger book.
It was
Yeah.
the first Batgirl.
Yeah, it was a
Oh, is that
Batman
what it was?
book.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm in another chat and one of the guys
Cheating on
had
us.
been posting original like either sketch covers or remark covers, and he has this Firestorm in there with this incredible remark, and I was like, man, you should just send that to my house. And so then he messaged me and he said, hey, if you want to do a trade, we can do a trade. And I said, well, I'm going to Heroes. Send me a list. So I ended up finding one book that I thought was decent, and it's this one, that first
Appearance
Hawk
of
and
Hawk and
Dove.
Dove. Nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to trade him that, and I'm going to throw in some other books. It's signed. I got this out of a mystery box, but I can't stand it because it's part 6 of 6, and I don't have the first other 5.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to give him that. Blank covers are always fun.
Ooh, I like that Justice League. Nice.
Some Spider-Man. I had somehow got 2 copies of this and this Power Man Iron Fist, and I think that'll be good. I don't know what he's going to send me, but yeah.
Well, when I
But
had the boys, oh, sorry, go ahead.
But Ben is in that same chat, Ben Parker, and he just told us, man, like he's flying up to Michigan. He was flying up to Michigan, I think, to see his dad or something anyway. But he just found out, like one of his cousins found out that he was into comics, and they said, hey, you need to come over to the house and look at these. Like, I think these are from your grandfather or something. And we're like, Ben's going to get a freaking AF-15 or some shit in a box.
All 90s books.
And it's, what's that?
All 90s books.
Yeah. Maybe 1890s or some shit.
Your
mean, is it-
grandfather started collecting at the end of his life. It looks
That would just be wrong.
Pop was into Rob
You
Liefeld.
go over there and you just see that and you go, what the hell?
No,
what
all,
was
all
wrong
they
with
find
him?
is just a bunch of free
Pop
comic
jumped
book
on the
things.
Image bandwagon and bought
That
50
would be
copies of
bad.
Death of Superman.
But no, I told him, I said, good luck, brother. I hope you find something good in there.
Dude, you know what's funny? I'm not judging anybody who does
Clowns.
this, but I went to free comic book day, and the guy's like, he's like, oh, here's some books. Sorry, I went the day after because I was working the day up, and he's like, I'm looking through the books and I grabbed the ones I wanted, and he's like, hey, I've heard, because I don't have a pull list with them. I've heard you like Batman. You've been in our shop, and I said, yeah. And he's like, how about Arkham Asylum? I'm like, dude, I don't read kids' books.
It's like, bro,
I'm not getting
six.
Arkham
Yeah,
Asylum.
I'm not 6 years old.
Yeah.
He's like, are you sure? I'm like, no, I don't want Arkham Asylum.
He's really trying to get rid of those extra Barkham Asylums.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
No. I was like, dude.
All right. I'm going to go too. Time to
You heading
go.
out, Jim?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
Oh man, it's.
I'm pretty much
Are we
beat.
cutting it? Are we calling it?
Oh, I don't know if you're cutting it. I'm going to
Another
bed.
one.
I'm going to bed anyway, whether you call it or not. So,
All right. Good night.
All right. I'll see you.
And then there were three.
All right. I don't know. Are you leaving too, Rob? Is that the slow?
I don't know. I thought we were leaving. I thought you were ending
Okay.
it.
All right. That's fine. Well, thank you everybody for joining me in this timeout. We're going old school. It's fucking Remy's place. I appreciate it. It was fantastic. I may even play us out to that intro again. Thanks for joining, guys. Though I appreciate you for
You
sure.
gonna do something different?
What's that?
You just gonna do something different?
Oh, this is different. Again, I'm going to do the intro. It's an intro because how many times do I get to do Remy's Place intro? I don't.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. But again, everybody who joined us, everybody in chat, again, thank you, Spidey. I hope you're having fun. Happy birthday back, by the way. Again, that's really cool. And yeah, shame on you, Simon, for hanging out with your significant other.
Spending time with your other. What the hell? That's
On their
quitter talk.
birthday. Ugh.
Jeez.
Anyways, again, thank you, everybody. I'm going to play that intro one more, and then we'll kill it. And balloons. There you
I
go.
have iPhone effects. It's weird, but
It's that time again. It's Spidey's Outback time. Roll the intro.
Time out. We're going old school. It's fucking Remy's Place.
Making your way in